hoodie on. Put some respect on it.
I'm on my mom's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, my people? What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? This is your boy Aaron Wiles Out TV coming to you guys with another video. Okay. Now, before we get into this video, I want y'all to do three things. I want y'all to like this video. I want y'all to share this video. And also subscribe to Aaron Wiles Out TV, where you're getting a variety of content, okay? You know, play-by-plays where we dissect these lies that the girls are giving on these interviews. We do haul videos. You know, we do try-ons. We give our opinion on pop culture, anything that's hot topic worthy. We do album reactions, and look forward to City Girls album reaction coming soon. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And everybody that's in the chat, please like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Come on to the Shader family. Okay, come on. We're gonna have a great time over here, okay? Now, disclaimer. This video is just for entertainment purposes. Everything said in this video does not mean to hurt anyone. I want everybody to enjoy. Also, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair. Okay? Now, we are here for one thing only. Let's dissect this Erica, Mena, and Carlos King interview. Now, listen, while everybody has an opinion, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. So while everybody in the world are giving their opinions on Erica Mena, it's only right for the person in question to be interviewed and have a fair shake, because the public has literally dragged her from hell to back. Okay? Because an offensive term that she has used against a co-worker. So we're going to literally dissect. We're going to watch this interview in its entirety. It is an hour and 36 minutes and 56 seconds. Okay, we're gonna pause. We're gonna play and pause. This is a play-by-play where I am going to give my commentary. Okay, so it will be a lot of pausing because I am going to give my commentary in between the pauses. Okay, so listen, grab your drink, grab your weed. Let's have a good mother sucking time. Okay, all right. So let's get in this. Okay. I think this speed should be good, I think. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me say that one more time. Yeah, it's better. All right, let's get it. Okay.
You got you want?
You know what? I have some. You have it over there.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Erica Mena, before we get started, I do want to ask you this though. How are you doing?
I'm still having my moments of like, damn, E, like you did so much work. Damn, you know? But at the same time, I do feel like I don't want to say something like this had to happen, but it was time for me to really close out that chapter. and which was what I was ironically doing.
First of all, you not only closed that chapter, you shut the door. You like literally bolted it before you left. Like, first of all, like you didn't leave. You didn't leave the chapter. You got kicked out of the chapter. Okay? That chapter closed on you. Told you, girl, fuck you, fuck your opinion. Listen, first of all, we're not paying you. This will be your last day here. They gave you your pink slip, sis. So, Erica Mena, like, you didn't leave nothing. So let's get that straight. You didn't leave nothing. You didn't leave no chapter. They kicked you out. All right, let's keep it going.
This was my final option on contract with them. So, and obviously with the last 2 years of my life being so crazy, I was excited about finishing out this one. That would leave me no more options owed. For those who don't understand, when you sign on to reality TV, there's something called an option, which is how much you owe the network as far as how many times you come back.
So when you sign a contract as a reality star,
So,
I think it's been working scripted too. When a reality star signs a contract for one season, the network has options on you. It can range from 2 options to 3 options, which is equivalent to a season.
Yeah.
So
each option is considered a season. So this was my last option on contract that I owed them. So that would leave me just being 1 year exclusive to them in reality. But obviously, you get permission and I can do other stuff and stuff like that. But I say all that to
okay. In this option contract, does it state where you be offensively racist to your co-workers? You call her a blue monkey, and then when the audience sees it, you can't even finish out the rest of the season because of the fact that you literally said something that was deemed racist. The public didn't like it, and the public told VH1 Viacom or whatever network that y'all on and told y'all to get this girl off of TV. Y'all, you don't have an option. They literally got rid of you, Erica. Like, what are you not getting? And hopefully, by you saying that on TV, hopefully Black Network, first of all, let's be real. Like, you're not working nowhere else. It was just announced a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if it was a couple of weeks ago or last month. So you're on Tubi. So you do Tubi movies. So you're on Tubi. You do Tubi movies. Tubi don't want nothing to do with you. Tubi don't want nothing to do with you. They literally like, listen, we dissolve all contact. We don't have no relationship with Miss Erica Mena. So, baby, do you really have the options to go anywhere? I don't really feel like you have anywhere to go because of what you said out your mouth. So I just want to put that out there. You really don't have no options, sis.
Say, like, I was really excited to finish out this one just for my freedom for the first time after all these years, because coming into this, the way I signed on to Love and Hip Hop was an ambush, and I haven't, been paid back appropriately since,
So before we get into the Love and Hip Hop,
but you continue to go back and 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 go back each and every single time. All right, let's keep it going.
Hip hop of it all and what happened recently. I want to get to know you, because one of the things that I do know about you is that you had a very tough childhood. And I don't think a lot of people understand your background. So I would love to give you the opportunity to begin there. You are a product of your mom was pregnant with you while she was in jail. Mm-hmm. Was she in prison? Mm-hmm. Your mom was in prison. Mm-hmm. And she literally was pregnant with you while she was in prison. Mm-hmm. And then you went to the foster care system, was raised by your sister for a short period of time.
Yeah,
So listen, this is what they're doing. So Carlos, we already peeped you. First of all, I want to say this. Shout out to Carlos for giving us content. Okay? Shout out to Carlos for giving us content, quality content for us to, put our commentary on. So if y'all haven't seen it, definitely go to Carlos King and watch the interview, because This is my first time watching it, so I literally waited to do the play-by-play. I wanted to watch it with y'all and also dissect it as well. So what I'm getting from it, is that he thinks by going back in the past and trying to figure out what made Erica be the way that she is now is going to pull our heartstrings. And I don't think, like, this is literally I feel like this is the wrong way to capture the public's hearts when we're already like kind of done with her. You know what I'm saying? So let me let y'all know that I think I'm not a fan of Erica Mena. I am not a fan nor a foe. Like, I don't hate her or dislike her. Okay, I don't like or dislike her. But with the whole Spice situation, I gave my opinion. I feel the way I feel. And a lot of people can disagree with my opinion. My opinion still stands. I always felt like Erica really, she said what she said. I felt like, when a person go low with you, you go to hell. She went straight to hell, even underneath it, in terms of TV land. Because there's like certain things you cannot say on national television. And I just choose to, like, it is what it is. Erica is definitely facing the consequences. And, I don't care whether or not, like, she's on TV or not. No shade. But let's keep it going.
Back then, and even still, the system is very neglectful towards children. So there was a lot of ways to get around it. And my sister being 18 at the time, my older sister, Lisa, she was able to kind of lie and so for a short period after my mom gave birth to me, she did have me, but it wasn't very.
In jail.
Yeah, my sister was able to take care of me for a little bit after being born. So my sister had me for a little bit, ducking and dodging ACS as much as possible. That was like our life for a while. But yeah, and then it was foster system. So it's weird because it's layers to my childhood that's like hard and traumatic, and then there's beautiful moments too.
Why was your mother in prison in the first place?
I think the first thing I made in Adobe Express was a thumbnail for my YouTube channel. Express.
My mom was one of those women, like a lot of us today, that was just a go-getter. Before I even get into that, I would like to get a little background on my mom so people aren't assuming like she's just this, my mom at a very early on lost her mom, and she was then put into group homes where she was raised by nuns, which a lot of them were extremely abusive. So my mom kind of had it rough. Had my first sister at 16, and then came Linda, and then a couple of years later came Josie, and then came me. And but all of which she's always been one of those women to do whatever it takes to provide for us. That's one thing I know about my mama that stands out. There's one thing to tell me about my mama is my mama's gonna provide for us. So that's, she's just been the hustler, and that's where me and my sister Lisa get our hustle from. So it came down to her providing, and she wanted to get me this crib. And in order to get me this crib, she had to do a run, and that run, wrong place, wrong time.
So your mother went to jail because she wanted to provide you with a baby crib.
Yeah, there was a crib she seen on Fordham Road, and she said she's like, none of your sisters had cribs. I wanted to get you a crib.
So she threw away her life just to get you a crib. She threw away her life to get you a crib. Okay. All right. I don't judge. I really don't judge. But I'm trying to figure out what is going back in the past. Hey, let's talk wild. Hey, boo. Hey, let's talk wild. Hey, boo. I wonder what is this? Why are we going backwards? Like, I really feel like because I'm sitting here like, are you trying to pull on my heartstrings and try to make me feel sorry for Erica Mena? Because I'm telling you, Carlos, you're doing a horrible job. You're really doing a horrible job at pulling at my heartstrings, because I'm not interested in learning anything about her past. I'm just not. it's literally like if you're a fan of hers, and I'm really not a fan of hers. Like I don't dislike her, I don't like her. I could literally take her or leave her, but you're literally not you know your mission here. I don't know what's your mission here to go back in the past, but it's like I think you're feeling that the mission you're feeling. It's the black fishing for me, then that 10. Honestly, y'all, let's talk why I don't think she's blackfishing. She has 10 before. Like, this is not the first time she has 10. If you go back, even before, what she said to Spice, she was 10. I think the last reunion, she was 10. She was 10 from head to toe. So I don't think she's blackfishing. I think she, you know, I don't know. I don't think she's blackfishing. That's just my opinion. I don't think so. But let's keep it going.
Yeah. And in order to get the money, it was like, okay, let me do this real quick. You know, my mom was really dope though, in the sense of she ran her number spots. I don't know if back in the day you're familiar, but like there was these number spots that people go and like pay, and kind of like a raffle kind of thing, and
like a lottery.
Yeah, lottery,
Mhm.
like the hood lottery kind of thing. And she would work that out of a laundromat, you know, and make her little hustle money and stuff like that. And then there's other ways to, you know, provide for us. But and my real father is played a part in it, you know.
They were both in the
Well,
streets.
he kind of like, instead of giving her the money, was like, here, go do this for me, and I'll give it to you. But it was definitely her going to handle something on behalf of my real father that, you know, she went to go do and got caught up in, like, literally in the midst of the moment of being there.
So your father did not even care if the mother of his child went to jail or not, just as long as he didn't get caught. He didn't really care enough about your mother knowing that she had other kids to raise. She had 4 kids to raise, and then you a newborn. Like what? Like what was the mind state of your two parents? Like what?
So your mother gives birth to you in prison. And then how long were you there with her in prison as an infant?
So a little bit after that, she was able to get bond, or she was out on bond or bail, whatever. So but that was very short lived. And then that's when my sister was able to kind of like have us for a little bit. And then before my mom went in to go do her official time is when she asked of a mutual friend to kind of stay with us until she got back. And I actually just spoke to my older sister about it yesterday. And she said, you know, my sister Lisa, she said one day the woman eventually started dating a guy that was younger and was bringing him into our home. And my older sister was just not fond of it and just hated how he was starting to take over the house. So one day she said, I came home. She was like, and this was this is her like being a young girl trying to raise me, her sister. My sister Linda also had my nephew very young. So we had my nephew in the mix as well. Trying to juggle it all while my mom was away, has this lady that's supposed to be overseeing, you know, letting her stay with us because she had kids and nowhere to go. She eventually took advantage and tried to move a man in, and my sister just didn't have it. And she said one day she got pissed off, came home, threw all his shit out the window, and the lady got pissed and called ACS on us.
Kelly Blue Book My Wallet is a virtual wallet that powers a personalized.
First of all, I'm gonna try to get YouTube Premium because I don't really like these
car
ads.
shopping experience,
really
providing cars within your budget.
And that's when you were in foster care?
Yeah.
How long were you in foster care?
I was able to have a 2-year-old birthday party thrown by my sister. I was still in the, I would say, okay, so I got out around 6, 3, 4, 5. About like 3.5 years.
I would say this is for any child, but there's something about a young girl, because I do feel like mothers shape their daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be born inside of a prison wall, in the prison system, and then to be transferred to a foster care system all by the age of 2. And from 2 to 6, the years where a little girl is supposed to get her mother's love and attention, you were being
molested.
You were molested?
In foster care, yeah.
You were molested in foster care?
I know for a fact my anger issues in my adulthood came from my childhood. You know, you have these moments of like, okay, you're with this family and you're dealing with what you're dealing with, and then you have these visits with your family. And every visit, I would just pray that I was going home officially, and that wasn't the case. So like after every visit, you know, being ripped from my mom, to go back, it built a lot of anger in me. A lot.
Listen, and I am not a heartless person. I am really not a heartless person. I can sympathize with what Erica dealt with in her childhood. No young girl, no young girl should be assaulted at that age that Erica was in the foster care. Erica, you saying that brought on a lot of anger through your childhood. Like, I feel like it almost seems as like you trying to let us know, like, you want us to give you some grace and get and like what do you want from us? Erica, you are not the first and you're not gonna be the last. Erica, there's a lot of girls out there that have it worse than you. That had it worse and still going through it now. It does not give you the right to literally call people these derogatory names and these adjectives and these disgusting things. It doesn't give you the right. You are literally a mother of 3 now. You are a mother of 3. You should be able to hone in your anger. First of all, you have a whole lot of resources at your disposal. You cannot keep using, oh, my past. I got this, I got that. You know, I went through this, I went through that. Girl, you cannot keep bringing that up. We all go through things. We all have been through things. It does not give you the right to literally call people these derogatory names. Like, what is not registering, sweetie? Like, you want us to feel sorry for you? You want us to like saying, oh, we should give her a chance because she's been touched in foster care. When there's literally millions of girls that's being touched till this day. There are girls being touched on till this very day, Erica. You have come on the other side. You should have been got you some therapy, baby, and deal with your anger. I don't like. You should have went to anger management. You should have like. Do you have a therapist? Like, do you have a therapist? Listen, therapy does something to the mind. I advocate everybody to seek therapy. If there's something within yourself that is not right and your mind is not right, if your body is not matching up with your mind is not matching up with your body, go to therapy and talk about it. If there's something happening with you to where you are literally angry and you feel angry at the world, go talk to somebody. Because the next person don't need to endure what you have been through in your childhood. You can't keep putting that on everybody else. Everybody else do not deserve your lashings and your disrespect because somebody disrespected you in your past. Or the system failed you in your past. Let's keep it going. Like, what are you like? What girl? What girl? Cue the violins. Like, what the hell? What's going on?
And I used to remember going back to the house after the visit. I used to be so mad. I used to pinch myself because I was so mad. Just having to my family's there, but I couldn't. But over the years, you know what I think about is the kids that didn't even have those visits, that don't have those visits. Because I look back at my pictures and I'm like, oh, it was just pretty good for a kid in foster care. And then you look at the kids that I was in school or in the house with, and they weren't, but they had to because I had family that would come and check up with, but there's kids in the system that no one checks up on them. So it's like they're just forgotten about. And yeah, I just so I feel like those moments of like, and then you go back home, and then the son of my foster mother touching me the way he was, and this, and
How old was the guy who molested you?
Hit that pose, take that flick, check your angle, post that, hit that pose, take that.
teens. And it happened a lot. I was kept in a high chair a lot. So I feel like just like not as a kid, when things happen to you, you don't know how to explain to yourself everything's gonna be okay. And I feel like, just not knowing why I was going through what I was going through, just, I used to pinch myself so much because I used to be so angry, especially like those visits from my mom. They were like, eventually, as a kid, when you come to your mom, the last thing, I mean, and then at the same time, I was in a situation where like I was so young, I didn't know what was being done to me was really even wrong. So the foster care years were really, I feel like, ironically enough, played a big part in why I've had a lot of like built up anger throughout the years, where it's like you cross the line. It's because as a kid, I was never able to release my anger and the frustration of like those visits. As much as I loved them, the ending is what I dreaded the most.
What you said is true in terms of at that age, because I consider you to be still a toddler because you're so young and you don't know the words in terms of what is happening to me. You know it's not right, but you don't know how.
It feels like, it doesn't make you feel good.
Yeah.
You just don't know. Am I supposed to speak on it because of this? Because it's not right. Like, and then back in those days, this was like early 90s, like it's not as talked about, and then me being as small as I was, who would have thought to say something? I mean, I look back at it now, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have, but I didn't know.
Well, I don't think you should blame yourself for that. The thing is this. That's why I said earlier the importance of a young girl having a mom. Because one thing I know about mothers, they prepare their daughters for these conversations. Someone touches you here, you tell me.
Yeah.
If someone does that.
Yeah, I wasn't with my mom long enough in the beginning to even have
Exactly.
those.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't blame yourself for it because you didn't have the education from your mom to be able to explain it to you. And you don't know what to say in terms of identifying what is happening to you. And one thing that you touched on that I would like to just bring up again is, of course, you did not tell your mother, because at the end of the day, you saw her in small doses. And in those small doses of time,
I just wanted her to love on me.
You just wanted your mom.
I just wanted her to love on me. And I have pictures of me in foster care, like, and our.
Okay. Maybe it's just me that I don't know if it's just me, is that something just feels inauthentic about this sit down. Because it's too close. MTV, VH1, Viacom, whichever network, literally did a sit down with everybody but Erica and some others. Literally spoke about the Erica and Spice situation and racial topic. Erica was going off. She exposed some text messages and emails or whatever. She exposed Mona Scott. She did this, she did that. Okay, Erica did not like the fact that MTV literally had the footage of the whole racial situation. Didn't do nothing about it. Still let her film. Still got her scenes in. But it wasn't until everybody saw the footage and saw what took place in the scene, and it was an outrage. And then Viacom decided to literally discontinue Erica Mena. Okay? They discontinue Erica Mena, and then they're profiting off of it by having some of her cast members who do not agree with her or do not like her, a part of this freaking stupid ass roundtable to literally bury her even more. So the only way she can have her story out is by going on a platform that is getting the visibility and getting the traction, getting the getting the the meat and potatoes and has the audience to literally finally tell your story. That's why it's so disingenuous. And I understand, like, I feel like before this whole thing, they talked about what was going to transpire, what questions that he was going to ask. And I feel like she prepped herself for this interview. She prepped herself. Because some of the answers that she's giving is giving very much prepped. Like, you prepped yourself for this interview. That's why it's not coming off that's why it's coming off inauthentic and disgenuine to me. 1 minute you're crying, 1 minute you're laughing. Like, what is, like, are we in acting class? Erica, like, this is not doing you no favors, honey. I don't know if you thought that this was going to be the end all be all, like this was going to change everybody's perception of you. Baby, it's not, you're not really doing a good job.
Our visits and stuff, and you can see in those photos just like us in our embracement, and I'll send them over to you. Just like those were the times that were really rough for us as a family. You know, my sister Linda was what, 14, 15 after having my nephew at 13. He was also with me as well, which thankfully they kept us together. But yeah, it was our family has definitely been through it, you know, starting from my mom and how she's, you know, so I didn't come into this easy.
Where was your father at around this time?
Eventually he got deported, drugs. He's still over there in the Dominican Republic. So yeah, but that's, my blood father is not who I consider to be my real father. My real father comes later. So
how later does he come into your life?
Right when my mom is in the halfway house. Yes, he was a counselor, and they fell in love. And
how old were you then?
Oh gosh, how old was I? I want to say like 7, 8. This is like right fresh us, mommy just getting us back. But that man changed our life forever in a great way, you know. Now that was my dad, and he took care of me and he raised me, and there was never once that I did not feel I wasn't his daughter. And to this day, there's no telling me that's not my father. So my mom eventually, you know, got out. He got us, and from there, life as far as childhood became really ironically just great. My mom was always a party goer, so my house was always the house in the neighborhood that was the revolving door. Everybody and their mama came over to cook or clean. I mean, my mom cooked, so everybody and their mama came over to eat. Sorry. And it was just an infused household. My mom had a job working with people with cerebral palsy, so her patients and her clients became our family members. So I grew up with not only a diverse, you know, surrounding of races and, you know, people, but also we loved on individuals that had, you know, birth defects. That for us was like, you know, so very early on, I learned to just embrace people no matter what the.
Yeah, embrace people. So, see, this is definitely giving prepped. You know, all walks of life, all different colors and everything. Girl, because a person that's not trying to spin the narrative in their favor is not going to say things like that. They're just going to say they are just going to keep it at like, you know, we had all sorts of people, you know, cerebral palsy, all this. Like, girl, like you brought, you know, you brought color in it like early on. Like, girl, like stop. Like, what are you doing? Like, a person that's not gonna spin the narrative is not gonna bring up color. Like, color is like bringing up color is what got you in this thing the first place. Bringing up somebody's color is what got you in this jam, girl. Girl, you are so inauthentic. It's very like, it's really making me cringe right now. Like, I don't like that. Ugh.
The hell they look like. And then growing up in New York and the Bronx neighborhood of 840 on the Grand Concourse, you know, we had everybody and their mama at our house. And that was good. It was the good old days. It was either us listening to, you know, Machata Merengue or Mary J. and, you know, Jodeci, depending on which sister was, you know, taking over the radio. But our house was always full of music. We were always dancing. And that's when I started to love life in the sense of.
So, by the way, fuck the Bronx. Fuck the Bronx. I'm sorry. I'm from a bitch from Brooklyn. Fuck the Bronx. Bronx ain't shit. And I said what I said. Shout out to my baby daddy from the Bronx. My baby daddy's from the Bronx, but fuck y'all other Bronx niggas. Like, No shade. Girl, most of you niggas in the Bronx is just dusty, musty, crusty, and disgusting. Like, no shade. I do not like none of you Bronx hoes. So if you from the Bronx, I'm sorry for you, bitch.
listening to music and,
I ain't
being
living
in
coach.
these surroundings. My sisters were real hip into like
Hey,
the dance
Carly.
moves and what was in. We would have dance parties, and I
Ooh,
ended up being the
sorry.
kid that my sisters would bring to house parties so I could win the dance contest. We go home with money. Like I was really that kid. Like I just loved music, loved to dance, and my childhood from there became like a childhood, and I no longer had to think about what happened to me. So even when my mom got me back, I never spoke on the things that happened to me in foster care until I got older, because life just got great. So it was like, and then again, still, I didn't know it was supposed to say anything.
For our clients, Adobe Express is super fast. It's just allowing us to translate.
Like you said, who you consider to be your father now, he came to your life, he saved you essentially, and you were able to understand the foundation of family.
Oh my God, yeah. And I was able to understand what it's like for a man to love a little girl, which is very important. So even though I didn't have that early on with my real father, my blood father, I should say, my real father gave me that.
What you also got was a modeling contract as a teenage woman. Was it a J-Lo lookalike contest or something?
So, okay, so after a while, it just became, I know what I want to do with my life. J-Lo was like the biggest thing out there. And I was like, wait a minute, she looked like me. She's from where I'm from. She started where I started. Like, this is where she started. She took the same train that I take to go to school every day.
You were on the 6?
I took the D to the 6. But yeah, like, it was those times. Well, even before that, because like I said, my mom always used to have music playing in the house and stuff. So we would have our, different genres playing. And but the first time.
First of all, I gotta unmic myself. You know what's so crazy, y'all? Like, it's crazy that she brought up J-Lo. When I first got introduced to Erica Mena, something like she gave J-Lo, like she gave video vixen J-Lo, like she gave that. She gave very much J-Lo, because if y'all saw Erica Mena, like she was pretty. Like Erica back then, who didn't have all the surgeries, didn't have the boobs, the big boobs, and she had naturally, like, natural boobies, natural body, everything. She always came across to me as like a J-Lo lookalike, because, like, let's be real, like Erica Mena is not ugly in every imaginative work, like in the book. Like, she's not ugly. Like, she's absolutely not ugly. She's very gorgeous. So it's just funny that she was trying to win. She won a modeling contract due to being a J-Lo lookalike, because she always gave me J-Lo, and it was always kind of like, wow, you kind of like, mirror J-Lo, because girl, you from the Bronx and you Puerto Rican or Hispanic. So it just gave very much that. I thought that she would have. I thought she could sing. Well, girl, she can't sing. So her and J-Lo got that in common. So yeah. All right, let's keep it going. I don't want to prolong this.
Ever, my mom made me watch West Side Story is when I was like, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to be on TV, I want to just do it all as a little girl. So that's what made me start wanting to do the dance and stuff. And I got so good at reggae. Literally, I would be at reggae parties. This little Spanish girl, like literally going all the way back, because I was super flexible and studying on all these dance hall queens that were there. Like, and I would get my little money, because it was like, who's this little Spanish girl and how she know how to dance like that? So and that was the stuff that I was like, yeah. So I was fueled very early on by different cultures and like music, and my sisters being so in the know of like what was hip. And we're around the way girls. We're in the heart of New York City, where hip hop was made. So that's what we were fueled. That's all we know. So West Side Story put the light bulb on. And
Sorry, I had this mic. I had to literally remember to unmic myself. But did y'all hear her refer to herself as little Spanish girl and not little black girl? I just wanted to point that out. She literally called herself the little Spanish girl, not the little black girl, because she says that she's a black woman. Girl, you didn't call yourself this in this interview. I just want to point that out there. Well, let's keep it going.
then, yeah, it was like, okay, I started junior high school, and I got my first working card. And once I got that, you couldn't tell me I wasn't grown. I got my first job at Dunkin' Donuts. Then after that came Holiday Inn. Then I worked at Justice. But anyway, so I was making my money, and as soon as I started making my money, I started to like save up, being able to like buy myself nice things, Jordans, this and the third. I'm like, wait a minute, I fell in love with the whole. I make money, I get to take care of myself, have nice things, and this and the third. Okay, so how do I do this, but doing what I want to do? And then bam, J-Lo came on the scene, and it was like, oh, that's how you do it. So it was like the map of like, okay, this is what I want to do, and I actually have a visual of someone doing it. So I started, doing what I do, and I would go down to the train station every morning and look for Backstage, which was a newspaper back in the day.
Yes.
Backstage.
So Backstage is this newspaper in New York City. I don't know if LA has it.
They used to. Back day, it was all over.
I lived in New York around the same time. Yeah. So, and they would have advertisements and auditions.
Auditions for like everything, commercials, this, that, and the third. So that's when I started to, really like get out there with, and then eventually it was like, I want to go on this casting. I was during school hours, so I started skipping school to go to castings. And that's what started my whole thing. And the next thing you know, I got offered a contract by just skipping school one day and going to auditions, random. I would pick one day out of the week, so I wouldn't get caught because my mom would beat my ass. One day out of the week where I would just go on auditions. And it would be the day that I would find the most auditions in that day, according to Backstage. And I would just go all over the place. And eventually, MTV started doing castings and MySpace and all that stuff coming on. So MTV started posting castings on their website. And that's how I got a chance to do like Stay With Karaoke.
First of all, I don't know if y'all are seeing this, but Carlos, whoever is filming this, tell them to keep the fuck still. Okay? There's no reason why I should be getting seasick by the motion of the camera. Sick while I'm eating Doritos spicy nachos. I am getting seasick by the turbulence of the camera being bounced around, shifted from side to side. Cameraman, relax. Relax. And hold this damn camera steady. I don't need for Erica Mena to be up and down, side to side. Keep that camera steady, please, and thank you. Let's keep it going.
And want to be J-Lo, and got a chance to do all those little things. And yeah, and that fueled everything I fucking needed to say, okay, I'm going to be a big shit. Like, I'm going to be the shit. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just knew I was going to be the shit. And there was no way around it. You wasn't going to tell me nothing. Even it's funny because my family knew I was doing stuff because, the contract and all that stuff. But I don't think they ever really took it seriously, even though my cousin Maritza was married to David Allen Greer, and she was like a big fuel for his career. Yeah. She was like, she made David Allen Greer at the time. Probably she was like holding all. So outside of that, my family didn't know, like, what are you doing? So only Maritza was the only one that was in the Hollywood world. So, them seeing me want to be, they probably didn't think anything of it, this young girl, like, okay, you want to be J-Lo? Okay, mommy, okay, But yeah, and that's kind of how I started. And there just wasn't, and then it just kind of just kept going from there.
Yeah, because you started doing music videos.
Yeah, the music videos came after, so I started meeting more casting directors, and then they would submit me, and then every time I was submitted for a music video, I got hired. Every single time. So that's what came, was the music videos. And then I started doing them, and then I was able to make a little video name for myself, and I was able to do like party hostings back in the days. They used to hire us because we were on the magazine and all this and all that, and you can make a quick $500 just a party, and yeah. So and I was young as fuck too.
And here you are with no guidance from like, a big sister, the parents, no momagers, none of that. You had it in you, and you started to make a name for yourself in New York City, which is a tough market to break in. At what moment in the earlier days of your career did you say, oh bitch, you made it?
Give the next level of nerds a spin. Nerds Gummy Clusters. Shake things up. Hello, Moto.
Child, first of all, I'm gonna keep this mic unmuted. Hey, Real Icy Girl VA, I agree. She definitely should have wrote a memoir at the height of her career. And Erica, because Erica was that girl on television. You couldn't tell me that Erica wasn't that girl. Erica gave us great television. She should have been had her memoir out. No shame. Because if Nene Evelyn and all these other celebrities can have a memoir out, you can definitely have a memoir out, sis. No shade. Right?
I don't think I've ever said that to myself.
Even today, you don't think you made it.
I'm not done. I know I have so much more to accomplish. So I don't get teary because God willing, I can actually accomplish all of those things. So I don't think I made it yet. It's not.
Girl, you're gonna have a tough time because, girl, the way the public and you know the business people, the higher ups is kind of like kicking you across the motherfucking highway, hoping that something smash into you, girl. You are not gonna be hired anytime soon. Okay, you're not gonna be hired anytime soon, sister. Like you're gonna go through it. Like your first of all, your bank accounts is gonna be empty, honey. Like gone with the wind. Okay, your accounts is gonna be on E though. No shade.
Nice, the thought, because everything I've been through, you think like shit. Give me a break, right? I've never said that.
The acting, the TV roles, the
There's so much
being
more.
able to travel.
Especially now, I feel like with all this stuff that's happened, I feel like I have a lot more work to do.
Are you afraid of not being able to accomplish?
You definitely have a lot more work to do. And I'm not talking about professionally. Not professionally. You need to work on self. Work on Erica Mena. Not the brand, yourself. You still got some healing to do, mama. You still got some healing to do. You literally have 3 kids to provide for. Nobody's not helping you. Safaree is not helping you, sister. Your baby father from the first one is not helping you, sister. It's just you and them 3 kids. You should listen. It's never too late. Get help now. Okay? It's going to be a long journey before anybody picks you up and hire you with all this bad press in the media, in the blogs. Do some self-reflection before you do anything professionally again. Okay? So you won't make the same mistake twice.
Stuff based on what's been happening lately?
Not based on what's happening lately, but you just never know. We know life is lifing, nothing is promised. So, but I'm not fearful because as godly as I am more than ever, it's all in his hands. But yeah, like I always pray, like especially for my kids, I want to be able to, as much as I got a lot of explaining to do, I want to be able to be like, oh, all of this happened and explain it the way I need to, but I also need something to show for it. For my kids. I just want them to genuinely be proud of me.
Are you proud of you?
Yeah. Okay. That I am.
Okay, good.
That I am. Because especially with the last 3 years and how everything happened in my life with, you know, mental health is serious.
I would say this. She's a great actress. Girl, she is selling me with these tears. She is selling me with these tears. Like the look away, like you got to think about your words and all that. Like she is selling it. She is selling it boots. Shout out to Erica and her acting coach.
You know, you have good days and you have bad days. So I'm proud of myself because the bad days have been ugly. I pushed myself through. That's what I'm happy and proud of. Because I'm here.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first. Watch.
And you're still standing.
Yeah, because there's days you don't want to be here. Let's face it, sometimes with all the stuff you deal with, especially being scrutinized, like I've been on TV, reality TV, let's say 15 years, you want to say? You know.
You've had days where you did not want to be here on Earth?
I've had days where I'm like, I don't want to be me. I wouldn't say I don't want to be on Earth, but like, I don't want to be me. This is too much. Like, I need a break. Who wants to be someone 24/7 that's always having to go through so much? But at the same time, I'm like, shit. I'm supposed to be me. So So it's like, who wants to be? Like, I'm supposed to be me.
Even being a teenage mom yourself,
Mhm.
you know, I want to go there now in terms of, here you are, girl, like you won the JLo contest, you know, you're on your way, you're a music video girl at the height of what it meant in the early 2000s to be, and I was in New York City at that time, and
I was like in all the hottest videos,
Smooth
magazines. Yeah, I
all
was
of those
definitely doing
things.
the damn thing. No manager, no guidance, no nothing. My mom maybe once or twice came to it. Smooth.
Girl, like I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all remember she was in Chris Brown. I say, yo, baby girl, haven't seen her. It was about 5 minutes ago. Like y'all remember she was in that video? And do y'all remember how Chris Brown like literally said on the behind the scenes video, her breath was stinking? Bitch, I felt out. Honestly, when I wasn't liking Erica on her like time of loving hip hop, I always reference that video because Erica Mena used to feel it a lot. So my way of humbling her, like, girl, you're really not that girl. Like, no shade. Like, even Chris Brown at the beginning of his career literally told you your breath stink. Like, as this pretty girl, your breath stink. Like, brush, girl. That was funny. That was funny to me.
Magazine shoot, and you know, was cheering me on, but you know, the fundamentals of like the business, you know, and all of that stuff. No, that was just me pure winging it for a very, 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 very long time. And then
you got pregnant.
Yeah, and I didn't even know I was pregnant for like, I didn't know I was pregnant with King until about like going on 6 months.
What?
I had a period and everything. Yeah. Ironically enough, years later, the same thing happened with Legend. I had no idea I was pregnant. I was getting my period and no symptoms and the whole damn baby. Dr. Jackie went, put the thing on it, the whole baby face. Like, hey, I have that video to this day. It's so funny. And it's like my 2 boys, they didn't want me to know that.
What? Is that a real thing? That some girls don't even know that they're pregnant? They didn't even know, like no symptoms, no nothing. Like you 6 months in, you don't know that you have a whole human being growing inside of you? Like, is that a real thing, ladies? Please let me know. Like, I want to know, like, is that a real thing? Because I don't know this thing. I ain't know this. I did not know. Like, ooh. Let me know in the comments.
You had King. How old were you when you had King?
18.
You were 18 years old.
And then I had him I was pregnant at 18, had him at 19.
And the child's father, was he in the streets?
I wouldn't say he was in the streets. He's very respected.
He was very respected in the streets.
Like Raul was definitely respected. And
child, the son's father is a Terror Squad member. If people don't know, like, do y'all remember that video of Raul and Erica Mena in the streets, and Erica Mena was beating her baby father in the street? Y'all remember that? Give me 1 second. Y'all remember that? Let's go, baby, beating up baby father. Let's go to beating up baby father. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on, Erica Mena girl. Let's see about you beating up your baby father. Give me 1 second, Erica Mena. Beating up baby father. Beating up baby father. Let's go. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Beating up baby father. Beating baby father. Baby father. Baby father. Okay, yeah, period. Y'all don't remember that? That is Erica Mena beating up her baby daddy. Y'all see this? Y'all don't remember this? That's literally Erica Mena beating up her father. Beating up her baby father. Yup. I just wanted to share that little tidbit, girl. I remember this. Y'all don't remember? She beat up her baby father in the street. So come to find out, I remember her telling the story that she was actually getting abused by her baby father, by King's father. She was getting abused. That's why she literally was at it. Like, she had it up to here with him. She was being abused. She literally said that in the interview. Like, the reason why she beat up her baby father in the streets is because he was hitting her. I remember all that. I literally remember that. Like, that was crazy. Yeah, it's true. I had a show on it on Lifetime. It was called some shows where women's was pregnant and didn't know. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Thank you, Lemon Kush. But yeah, y'all. All right, let's keep it going, girl.
Feared. But that's what I loved. I love that.
So you met him.
I love a man that can't with.
So Raul, you meet this man. He's respected in the street.
First day I met him, I was on a private flight to see Eva Queen perform in Puerto Rico. And that is like really what changed. Like, oh, you see Eva Queen in person, her nails, her persona, the way people just flock to her and just the star quality. And I was like, wait a minute, I get it now. Like, that was my first female encounter, that someone that made it, that I grew up, idolizing and like, oh, Eva Queen. She gave me without even realizing I was just there studying her that whole damn day.
Y'all, there's a motherfucking moth in my room just flying and flickering and bitch. First of all, it scared the shit out of me. First of all, hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Let me kill this bitch. Girl, this shit almost took me out with flapping and shit. Oh my God. Give me 1 second, y'all. Like, twerk your way, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Bitch on the track. Drop the beat.
I killed that son of a bee. Now you won't flutter anymore. Now you're DEA. Let's keep it going, y'all.
That we were in Puerto Rico and I went back to the States like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be big shit. Somewhere, somehow, I'm gonna be it. So yeah, I met him, lean back video. And it's funny because as toxic as our relationship was, it was also very fun. I spent my days partying in Miami, living my best life, going to the beach every day, going back to the club at night. It was just, and this is back in the day when like DJ Khaled was at Pre-Bay and like Mansion was open and you had Club Fed and believe it or not, who you call that, Big Beach and them were out in the scene. So, it was a good time. Good time. I was young. It was a good time. And I was just in the life officially with him. But he also introduced me to a lot of opportunities that led me into where I'm at now. So even though our relationship was so toxic, if it wasn't for him, putting me in position to do the Courtney and Chloe Take Miami show.
That's how you got it?
Yeah, well, he's really good friends with Scott Disick from growing up in New York. Scott is a New Yorker. So we're really good friends with Scott. And maybe, Raul's girlfriend, we already lived in Miami. It was like no brainer. And when they come to town, we would hang out with Courtney and Scott. So it was like, okay, So yeah. So yeah, I had my baby. I didn't know.
I didn't even know that. So that's a bit of tea because I was like, girl, how did you get linked up with Courtney, Chloe, and all of them? Like, so that was a tea that I always wanted to know. Like, how you got linked up with them? Like, did you apply for the job? Like, did they just pick you out of nowhere? Like, girl, like, what the fuck? But good to know that, your baby daddy put you on. All right, let's get it. I know somebody baby daddy didn't put another bitch on. Scrappy, but whatever.
I was pregnant, found out. I hid my whole pregnancy when I was pregnant with King. More so because I knew I didn't have shit. I didn't have a pot to piss in. Obviously, there was no other option. I have to keep my baby. And there wasn't going to be no, even though I didn't want kids. I didn't want kids ever, just because I saw the struggle of my sisters and what I went through and all. So when I got pregnant, it took me a while to even be okay with being pregnant. So I was in hiding most of the time. And then remember too, I was like this little video girl doing the damn thing. And, I didn't want my pregnancy to because at the time, that's what it was. You had to be a bad bitch. Pregnancy, what? We didn't celebrate pregnancy back in those days.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I had my son and that was a lot because obviously I didn't have a pot to piss in. But having King really set the tone for how I would hustle moving forward, having him.
It definitely did kind of show that she don't want kids. Like, First of all, who would want kids when you're out there dipping and doing it? Like honestly, who would want kids? You're in your selfish era. You're in your selfish era. You're trying to hop on all the rappers D. Okay? You trying to live that lifestyle. You trying to be in all and everybody videos, dancing, shaking your tail feather. You trying to make this money. You trying to host these parties, getting all the connects. You supposed to network. You supposed to put yourself out there. You supposed to travel all sorts of where. Who wants to have kids and hinder that? Like, kids will hinder that. Because, like, kids require so much. And why would you want them knowing damn well that this lifestyle that you want is going to hinder you? If you have kids, it's going to hinder you. You gotta give kids 24-hour care. Like, being a mother doesn't stop. Okay? Even when you sleep, you still being a mother. Okay? Until you literally are a mother till you're in the ground, okay? Until you know that your kid can fend for himself, and you know that your child is knows right from wrong, knows what to do and not to do. Okay? Knowing that that child has the tools to survive in this nasty, cruel world. Okay? Like, you literally have to nurture that child. Like, who would want that? Still to this day, y'all, like, I'm still being asked, like, when you gonna have kids? Do you want kids or whatever? Like, girl, let me be gay and proud. Let me travel. Like, I want to travel before I even have the thought about having a kid. Or even thinking about, like, kids, like, or marriage or anything like that. Like, I want to travel. I'm in my soft girl era. I'm in my selfish era. Sometimes you really have to be selfish and do what's best for you. Make yourself happy. Okay, period. It's called cryptic pregnancy or stealth pregnancy. Okay, thank you, Lemon Kush. Thank you for that bit of information. I did not know that. I will look it up.
Because as a young mom, you don't realize the layers to being a mom, I should say. I just worried most about providing, and I wanted him to just always have what he wanted, what he needed, especially because I'm a big believer in, like, when you have kids, they didn't ask to be here. So if you have these kids, you better do right by them. And that's kind of like what my mentality was when I had my baby. And he was always he was a good baby. He hardly cried. I breastfed him. I was very proud of that, being young and so into, like, breastfeeding my baby, and where everyone around me was like,
same, Amber. Hey, Amber. Hey, beautiful.
Because, you know, small-minded in our urban eyes. Give baby formula, call it a day, but I was the one that was breastfeeding my baby, and I took a lot of pride in that. That was, like, one of the things I feel like that really bonded me with him the most, because it was like, okay, like, I brought you here, I'm taking care of you, and how you're surviving is coming from within me.
Let me just say this. I feel that when she talks about King, this is the part where I feel like she's her most authentic, is talking about her kids. That's when I feel like she let go all the media training. She let go all the inauthenticity. Like, she's now coming off genuine, because I know that she loves the fuck out of her son. No matter if people are dogging you about your treatment or whatever the goings on, or why your son is not with you and all this and all that, like, you can tell that when she speaks about her firstborn, when she talks about her firstborn, it's something magical, because that is literally her first child. You can tell that it brings, like, her son brings joy to her. Like, all of her kids bring joy to her, but it's something about that firstborn. Like, like that kid grows up with you. Like she said, she was 19 when she had him. They literally grew up with each other. Let's keep it going.
Now my job is to provide and give you the best life. And whatever it took, I made sure to always give King everything he wanted, everything he needed. And eventually, when he was old enough to start school, what was important was for him to be in a stable environment. Eventually, I left his dad. It got to that point. It was just too much. And when I left his dad, I, you know, got caught up in another relationship right after. But it was my first time out in the world, just me and my baby, for real, as a grown-ass woman, like for real. So my hustle changed because of my son. It was like things had to have a purpose. Like if I'm gonna do this, it's because I'm getting like it wasn't no more bullshitting. Like I'm not doing this just to be seen. I'm not, I buckled down for the first time, I should say, and like taking my shit serious because I have someone that needs this to go right. We need this to work. So.
And did you have support? Like, did your mom help raise him, a sister, or was it just the two of you?
Yeah. And it's funny because I read so many things about my son from blogs everywhere. That's hurtful. But I was a young mom, and at one point when I officially got signed to Love and Hip Hop, I was not living in New York. I was living in LA. So the beginning years, it was Monday through Friday in New York filming, fly out red eye Friday just to see my son for 2 days, fly back out Monday to finish out the week, come back Friday. So that was our structure for a long time.
Who was watching him?
So at first it was my mom.
Okay.
So it's really my mom and my sister. But my older sister Linda plays a big part in helping me fuel King's mind and keeping him, how you say that? Because he's so smart. So stimulated. She plays a big part in like helping me be on top of King's education and providing him with the best schools. King has always been very, very intelligent to the point there was days where I would get called into school because King was correcting the teacher. So King got in trouble because he was correcting the teacher. Was King right? Yes, but the teacher was embarrassed, so they had to reprimand him in some ways. But that was the most of my troubles with my baby. So yeah, so in the beginning, my mom, and I actually made her retire from working with UCP so that she no longer has to work. I have the peace of mind.
It definitely does.
You don't want, got it. You don't want him being raised by some strangers because you don't want him to go through what you went through. I got it. So you retired your mother and said, I will work on Love and Hip Hop on Monday, Friday to make enough money to send back.
And I wasn't even making enough money. I just
I
knew.
know. Yeah, you don't make
I just
money.
knew that was gonna do something. I didn't know what, but I knew it was gonna do something. So I made my mom retire, which means now I have more responsibilities. I have 2 grown women and a son. So my mom, came in, and then eventually, my sister gets involved. She's very intelligent herself. So she was able to come in and help me on days when my mom, my mom's much older. So it's an equal balance, basically. And I just wanted to explain that because I feel like all parties should be equally praised, both my mom and my sister, because I could not have done that without them. But is it the whole that I read, your son was just left with his grandma in the middle of, I don't know what kind of country they think, and I just am not a mom to him? No, it's just reality or entertainment. I bounce around. My son deserves stability, the same school, the same friends, the same, he needs stability, familiar, like he needs a foundation. And that was important to me. I didn't want to, lug him here, lug him there. I want him to always have something that was familiar.
You broke up with the child's father, so you're fending for yourself. And
I want to stop it right here. Like her story is definitely equivalent to what K Michelle was going through at her time on Love and Hip Hop, or even before. Like, it's so crazy how K Michelle and Erica Mena both had children, left their child with their parents to literally make a way and provide for their children. K Michelle had to literally she wanted to literally sing. That's all she wanted to do was sing. She went to college. She graduated. She graduated at the top of her class. She had a degree, law degree, and you know, and she wanted to be a musician. And it's so crazy how their story parallels with leave it. They wanted their child to have a stability. They wanted their child to have stability. They wanted their child to be in a stable environment and a consistent environment to where they never had to need for anything. Yes, mommy was not always there. Mommy was over here working, trying to provide for everything that you need. Yes, the kid will grow up to probably resent them, but I feel like once they get older, they will kind of understand that mommy did not have the same life as you. I had to go out and get it. I had to go out and really hit the pavement and make money to provide for you. So yes, mommy wasn't always there. I had to leave you with my mom and my sister and all these other stuff. But you went to the best schools. You never needed for anything. Mommy got you the flyest sneaker, the flyest outfit, had you drip from head to toe. And like that's some real shit. Like it used to, like, honestly, y'all, like, honestly, it used to sicken me when social media used to tell these women, where's your son? Where's your son? Like, you should have your child. Why we don't see your child? Who the fuck are y'all to want to know where their child is? Like, who are y'all to want to know that information? Like, are you going to provide for their child? No, so why you want to know where the fuck they are? They are not they don't owe you a motherfucking thing but entertainment. They don't owe you their child. They don't owe you their child. They don't. I always used to get very, very pissed off when these social media people be on these social medias and coming at these women about their child. Leave the child alone. Worry about who is on these shows. Worry about that. Worry about the person that you're. Worry about that. Like, you worrying about every time Dick and Harry, you know, like, girl, worry about what's important. Like, girl, boo. Hey, Christy. Hey, boo. It always used to get me pissed. Like, girl, like, stop worrying about somebody else's kids. Bitch, where's your kids? Let's talk about it. Where's your kids? Okay, where's that baby daddy that keep knee knocking you upside your motherfucking head, putting your head between the washer and dryer every motherfucking Tuesday because you didn't bring home the bacon, because you didn't make no money, because you didn't put no food on the table, because you didn't clean the motherfucking bathroom and the bedroom and everything else. You lazy sack of shit.
There's something to be said about that, especially knowing that he wasn't raised by a bunch of strangers. He wasn't raised going from house to house. He had a stable environment with his grandmother
and my sister,
your sister,
and then
you.
There's also other people implemented in that because my family is so big. But what's common though, in most Caribbean homes, whether you're Jamaican or whether you're Spanish, whether you're Haitian, whatever, grandmas, aunties all play a part in raising the kids. It's not just solely like we all collectively, so it's not uncommon, at least for us, for the family to kind of tap in and help you.
Like I said, it takes a village. Like Amber said, it takes a village.
And so on and so forth. So no, I also want to clear, for whatever reason, I guess because my son is not the most hippest kid and very introvert and he's very to himself. At the wedding, he's very shy. He's not into cameras. People assume that there's something birth-wise wrong with him. And
Wait, people are trying to
well,
self-diagnose him?
I've read blogs. There's actually long blogs that would sit there. Well, I literally put out stories that my son is autistic and I'm embarrassed of his, or that he's handicapped in some type of way.
Yes, she's right. I also saw those blogs. And when we saw the marriage and we saw her kid, a lot of people speculated about her child's development. And I did see many blog posts and I did see many people commenting and literally put it out there allegedly that her son is dealing with autism. And I thought that was too far. That was like too far. Like honestly, there have been lots of attack on Erica's parenting with King, and I never liked the fact that her parenting was in question and the love for her kid was in question, because it's nobody's business where her kid is, how her kid is doing. Is he like, what the nature of her kid, like what? Like the diagnosis of her kid, like what? Like it's none of your business. Like move around. I always thought that was the most disgusting thing that these vile humans can literally do. And I did not agree with people talking about her child. And never stopped. And that's just gross.
So for those who read these kind of things and probably have this assumption, because for whatever reason, the curiosity of my son and why I choose not to have him on TV, his privacy and what he wants of me and what I'm granting him is not okay for people. They have not been okay with, okay, her son just doesn't want to be on TV. She's respecting his wishes. So people come up with these crazy scenarios about my son, some of which have gotten back to him and they're hurtful, So, and if my son was, that's not a reason to hide him. And that's not a reason why I would not show him. It just so happens King is very vocal on not wanting to be in the public eye. When he used to be on TV, and that was very quick because I didn't even do that, long or much. Going to school, parents want to take pictures. Hey, you're Erica Mena's son. You want a picture? That's not the type of attention kids want to go to school, especially when they're hanging out with their friends or friends looking at them. It's like, so believe it or not, there's parents that overstep their boundaries in school because they know who this kid belongs to, that have made my son feel this type of way, which understandably he has every right to. So once he was vocal with me and his father about not wanting to be in the public eye anymore, we gave him that, wish. And every so often we'll ask him, like I have Christmas photos that I might post online just with me and the little ones, but I have the versions with all of my kids. I just can't post it because he doesn't want it.
And how old is he now?
He's 16, graduating this year, high school.
He's graduating high school at 16.
Yeah, I'm so proud. So proud. That I'll say I made it. Yeah. In that subject.
You can tell, this is that's her real emotion. This is the authentic Erica. She's literally because it's I was one of those people who was reading the blogs about her child and everybody attacking her child when she was on Love and Hip Hop, and everybody wondering where her child is, and people are attacking her child left and right, her left and right. It was so disgusting. And she's literally proud of her son in this. And what's so crazy is K Michelle went through the same thing, just like Erica. Everybody was like, "Where's your son? Where's your son? Where's your son?" First of all, K Michelle's son don't want to be on there. Erica's son, there are kids who do not want to be on a public eye. Do not like all those eyes and on them. They don't want to be they don't want to have strangers come up to them, people that they don't know. Just, oh, can I take a picture with Erica's Mena's son? No, that's weird. Why would a grown person want to take a picture of somebody else's child? That's that is borderline predator. That was predatory. People used to prey on Erica's son, like, oh, let me take a picture. Let me take a picture. Like, I am taking a picture with Erica Mena's son. Like, girl, like, that's low loser. That's so loser to me.
I made it to a certain extent. Because what people don't realize is the time I missed from having to provide, I could never get back with my kid. So naturally, I'm always going to have that regret. But at the same time, I look around and I'm like, he's never wanted for anything. He's gone to the best schools. He's loved on. I sacrificed a lot of time away from him to provide and get comfortable enough where I'm at. But I can't ever get that time back. So it hurts when people are like, oh, she abandoned her kid. Or
There's people who say he doesn't like.
Like, no shade. Like, I feel like, yes, he probably feels some resentment, just like every kid, because they don't understand. They don't understand the fact that mommy is trying to build a life for you and wants you not to need for nothing and trying to set you up for the future. She don't want you to go through the same life and like trials and tribulations the way she had to. She never wants you to I feel like kids, they'll be mad, but then they'll get over it because they mature. They'll realize, like, damn, mommy wasn't so, like, my mom wasn't so bad. Yes, I didn't get to have that mommy and son connection. Like, mommy didn't put me to bed, didn't cook my meals, didn't fix my lunch for school, or take me to basketball practice, or take me to teach me about the birds and the bees. But she provided for me. I never needed anything. I never not wanted anything. And I feel like some kids will grow up and mature and think that, you know what, with all that being said, like, you are a great mom. Yes, I didn't get all this, but you are a damn good mom. And I think Erica will definitely get that, from her son. Eventually. The son will eventually be like, Mom, you wasn't there. And in retrospect, did I want you there? Did I have some resentment? Yes. But honestly, I never went without nothing. Like, I got everything I wanted. I went to the best schools. I had the best bedroom. I excelled in my classes. I never not needed anything. I had never had to struggle. And that was solely due to you and the foundation that you put me in and the stability and all that. Like, he is going to realize that his mother did the best that she can. And it's okay. And you would just have to let her go because you did the best that you could. There is not a handbook that's out there that will provide the step-by-step tutorial on how to be the best mother possible, the best mother on the planet, the best mother in the millennium. Okay? You, like, being a dope mom, it comes with learning. Okay? Every mother is different. Every child is different. You got to treat, like, every child is different. You got to treat your child different than the last. Because just because this child likes apples doesn't mean the next child is going to like apples. This child likes oranges. And they're going to recognize that. They're going to recognize that. Cuz child, my upbringing, honestly, y'all, like, when I tell y'all, me and my mom used to go at it, child. And then all the things that my mom sacrificed when I was younger and all that she could do, like, she didn't have the money. She didn't have all this, like, she didn't have the type of opportunities that Erica Mena and the K Michelle provided for her child. But my mom did the best that she could. And I'll tell you this. I told my mom, listen, I love the fuck out of you because, yes, I was pissed that I didn't get a Game Boy. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. I was like, I couldn't get this. I couldn't get that. But they had this. My friend had this. But then you would grow up and you would mature and be like, Mom, you wasn't even that bad. You know what? Because some children, you know, let me just say this. Some children has it far worse than me. Far worse than me. Child, let's keep it going.
Like you.
Yeah.
That your son doesn't like you. He's embarrassed that you're his mother.
And that's the narrative because of him not wanting to be on TV. But, you know, truth be told, teenagers, if anybody knows how to raise them with all these insane, unnecessary topics that they're having to be forced to deal with, and yet they're supposed to be still outside playing, please hand it to me. Because I may not always be his favorite, because I'm just like, you're not going to make certain decisions until you're old enough. And kids don't want to hear, especially when they feel they know it all. And when you have a kid that's extremely smart, and he likes to debate with me a lot. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to clear that because I feel like this is a kid that he didn't ask me to be his mom. Does he probably think wish I was a lot more not known, or they didn't come with all this stuff? I'm sure, because he's such an introvert. You know, he likes calm and quiet, and total opposite of me.
Because the thing is, and the reason why I'm not even going to ask a lot about him is because, number one, he's a minor, and I respect the fact that he is private. And when I interviewed Nene Leakes months ago, and I talked to her about her kids being on TV and her oldest son going through his struggles, and I asked her, like, do you think it was the reality show? And she said, I don't know, maybe. She said, look, it didn't help. It did not help.
Yeah.
And your parent is Erica Mena.
Yeah.
You know, ferocious and controversial, and they can Google you. That I don't think people understand the degree of the teasing that occurs to children who are products of reality stars.
Dad, we want to go on an RV trip.
Your mom
It's
or dad is a reality star. If they on TV, knucking if you bucket, throwing drinks, cussing somebody out, you know, that travels to school because that child's friend may be watching it with their parents and they're hearing what their parents are saying about.
But thankfully, my child has gone to school where, believe it or not, it's like these kids are, their parents ain't watching my fucking.
Okay.
Child, and just think about like Brent. Just think about Brent and Bryson in school, and everybody's talking about how their mother looked. You know how everybody used to bash Nene's looks? Girl, just think about it. Like, everybody is literally joking on how your mom looks and how your mom is ghetto and this and that and how da, 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 da. Like, girl, every day, nonstop, after every Sunday, child, they are like, when you come into school Monday morning, everybody is literally cracking on your mom. What? I would hate it. I would hate it. Absolutely hate it. Child, listen, I barely like high school, child.
But it's the day-to-day, him walking to the library.
Oh, it's that stuff, yeah.
It's him going to the mall, you know, and he's been in comfortable situations where he's been spotted and doesn't want that type of attention. But yeah, it's weird. I honestly don't know why people are so obsessed with wanting to talk about my son and my relationship with him, especially because it's not something that I've ever been extremely vocal about. And I think,
yeah, she has never really talked about her child. She's never really did interviews about her child. Like, she only talked about her time dancing and being in videos and modeling and stuff like that. She never, like, she'll literally express that she has kids and that's as far as they go, but she never went in depth on her children. Like, if y'all look at her interviews, she has never went into depth about her children. She never did. So I will have to say to that, like, she's right. She never went into details. I will say that. I remember.
what's even more weird is that I have to talk about it when I'm not supposed to. Like, this is a kid that wants privacy. Why is that so hard to understand? When you guys see him at the wedding, you guys saw him. I mean, you know, we actually did scenes together that was never used, you know, for that special. Me and my son, you know, that was never. So he's around. He's just like the forefront. And if you do see him, it's because we got his permission that day.
And like a kid, one day I'm able to do it, the next day, it changes.
Yeah.
But no, and I want to respect his privacy, so I want to move on from that. Love and Hip Hop is arguably the breakout moment for you in terms of how everybody immediately knew this Erica Mena is the one to be reckoned with, and you instantly became a household name. How did you get on Love and Hip Hop? Because the first time we, the audience, met you, Miss Thing, it was season 2 of Love and Hip Hop New York.
Was it season 2?
It was season 2. Like, season 2 was off the chain. Yandy, Chrissy, Kimbella, Erica Mena, Emily.
Oh my God,
Emily, and of course Olivia. And we were first introduced to you season 2. It was like this girls outing, like a dinner or lunch or something.
Okay, before we even get into that.
Yes, what happened? Because that was your introduction.
So here I am. I got $1,500. I am ready to start movies. I'm like, like I told you, J-Lo put this battery in my back. I'm like, you know, I'm at Evie Queen. So I'm like, I'm inspired. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like, this is what's in my mind. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be on J-Lo's level. Whatever I'm getting there.
Yes, Amber. They never say it to a man. They never do. Never.
I was even like writing down, like, I need to find me a Betty Medina. Okay. So that's, yeah. I found a Betty Medina, but she's a woman. So anyway, took me many years after. So we found them. Okay. Yes. So anyway, I have $1,500 and I hit up my cousin Maritza and I said, I want to start doing movies. What should I do? She's like, you have to put together some type of EPK just so, you know, you can try to get an agent. Like, you can't just say you're gonna do movies. So my cousin gave me a little 411. When I tell you I spent $1,500, had a whole bunch of music videos that I did chopped up with like videos that I had of me behind the scenes at music and photo shoots. I have no idea what I was just like, okay, just what I gotta do, put together a montage of what I've done. Okay, let's do this. Did that and had the nerve to do a voiceover over it. Okay, you know, All of the Lights, how the Kanye West song starts, All of the Lights, and it's the violin. So I used the beginning part of that song to start this EPK. Anyway, sent the whole shit. I sent this EPK out to every fucking body. I got information from backstage. I went on MTV, got their office building number, and just was emailing and sending hard copies of this to every person I could think of, right? Even sent one to Benny Medina. I wonder if he got it. Anyway, so it gets picked up, I guess, by Mona Scott. Don't ask me how. She probably won't tell me either. I got a call. Now, mind you, this is the prime of reality television. Okay, Evelyn Lozado was it. Like, I'm gonna call her like it is. If it wasn't for Evelyn Lozado being on Basketball Wives, the thought of casting a Latina in general for Love and Hip Hop probably would have never been a thought. Maybe down the line. I mean,
yeah, because if you think about it, who was like a fiery like main character Latina, like a Latina main character? Because like, who was a star like in the forefront? Like, I feel like the last Latina who had the forefront was Tiana. Taina. No one gonna be so. I will go far. Taina. Stand up in a better world. Taina. That was the last Latina who had the forefront, who had it locked down. And the next Latina up to batter was Evelyn Lozada. So okay, all right, she's getting into it. Cause Evelyn was a lot. First of all, ain't Evelyn from the Bronx? Evelyn was from the Bronx. All these Latina Bronx bitches, like, gross.
I won't say that. Emily.
Oh, Emily.
But
Yeah.
Emily's so poised. She's such a
classy.
Okay. She's such a classy, soft, super sophisticated woman. Emily's in her own realm of royalty.
Yes.
I'm talking around the way, girl. Evelyn Lozado set the tone of. So if it wasn't for that, because that's what it was. Mona was on the hunt for her Evelyn Lozado. So I actually love the fact that people compare us, because I feel like it's the truth. Like, we're both from the Bronx. We grew up infused in the streets of New York, where don't matter where you come from, what you look like, you know, we're all one in New York. That's how we're raised. That's how we grow up. Now, granted, you know, it is what it is. But she called me.
Because the way y'all, you know, y'all Hispanic girls is set up, y'all be trying it. Oh, but I'm gonna pica, like, girl, Spanish. What's up? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet me. Get out my way, little Latina. What's up, mommy? Mommy, give me a little grilled cheese or whatever. Like, come on, move. Now let me stop.
Flew me in to New York. I sat down with Mona and Stephanie Gale. Stephanie Gale's my heart. I could have not. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to even get through my first years of Love and Hip Hop had I not had Stephanie Gale. And Vivian Gomez.
Yes.
Vivian Gomez is like, is she still there?
I don't think so. No. I don't think
Vivian.
so. Yeah.
So
I wonder how Evelyn feels being compared to her. I mean, she has no choice. I mean, they're both beautiful. Like, Evelyn is pretty. Erica's pretty. I'll take that as a compliment. No shade. What? Like, first of all, Evelyn is not the most classiest girl. Like, she's not she's not in any sort of the imaginative word. Like, she is really not that classy. She's a ratchet. She's ratchet. She's vile. She's ridiculous at times. She'll say it like you mean it. I love it. But girl, like, I couldn't. First of all, one thing that really, like, I didn't like about Evelyn is that she never threw hands. Like Evelyn never threw hands. She always threw things. Like, she always threw drinks. She threw bottles. She threw everything but hands. Like, she never threw hands. She always threw things. Evelyn never had no hands whatsoever. Like, girl, you from the Bronx. Why are you throwing things? Like, girl, fight this girl. Fight her. You supposed to be from the Bronx. You supposed to give it up from the Bronx. Like, why are you throwing stuff? Throw your hands. You from New York. We don't give it up like that. Yes, we throw stuff, yeah, to get at them, but then you throw hands, girl. Evelyn never threw any hands whatsoever.
met them in the office that night. They took me to do that scene with me and Yandy in the restaurant. Wasn't signed. No lawyer talk, no nothing. They put me on camera. Like, they fell in love with me instantly. Same day they met me. Same day.
So wait, the same day you met them, hours later, you're filming
with Yandy. That scene with us at dinner.
Yes.
Where I'm like, my titties is back. Yeah, that was my first day being met. Yeah, the same outfit and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
The next day is when the whole Kimbella shit happened.
So what was going on with that? I mean, it was the first fight of the season.
Yeah. So I met Yandy the day that I met Mona. We shot that dinner scene. The next day, I get called to hang out with Yandy, so we get to know each other more. Because remember, I wanted to do music, right?
Mm-hmm. J-Lo, Evie Queen, yes.
Yes.
I'm following, yes.
So, damn. Okay, so next day, we're all over the city. They got me, I guess, Yandy shopping, and I'm just like, okay, this is me trying to get to know her. Cool. Miss Messy Yandy, she plays a big part in what happened with Kimbella and I. Yeah, totally. So that day of us getting to know each other,
mm-hmm.
She brought up to me that she mentioned me to Kimbella and she had all this shit to say. So I don't know if well, I'm sure you do. You remember when we go back to that scene when Kimbella's like, you don't even know me. I'm like, bitch, I don't even know you. I'm like, bitch, yes, you don't know me either. So I was already in vengeance because I'm thinking, this bitch has been talking shit about me.
So wait, so when right before you and Kimbella met, Yandy is in your ear.
Yeah, like, oh, I told Kimbella about you. What's up with y'all? Why she has so much to say about y'all, blah, blah. And it was just, yeah, there you go.
So you came in already on.
Because I'm thinking, and mind you, can I be honest with you? I've never said this out loud. When I came into this, I really thought this shit was like wrestling.
Fake?
So like you go in, do your performance, and then that's it. It's like, you just make the show.
You leave it on the stage and you go home, you're like, block it out.
So yeah, I didn't go into this having a game plan either. I didn't know what the was doing.
No shade, y'all. Like, she literally said that. Like, she said this on I forgot what episode it was on Love and Hip Hop. I think it was do y'all remember when they do that little segment, Dirty Little Secrets or something like that? She literally said this on Dirty Little Secrets. No, she actually said it when she was reacting. I think it's on VH1 right now. Erica Mena and Kimbella was reacting to their infamous fight, okay, that happened on the season 2 that Erica is now talking about. And Erica put it out there that the reason for the fight was because Yandy was told her what Kimbella was saying about Erica. Erica confronted her, and Kimbella was so motherfucking stuck on stupid, didn't know what the fuck she was talking about because she's like, first of all, I don't even know who you are. Why you have all this animosity towards me? This is our first time meeting. Like literally, Kimbella's like, girl, this is our first time meeting. Why you have so much animosity? And us, the viewers, are looking at this like, girl, where does girl come from? Why she has so much smoke towards Kimbella? Kimbella's like, girl, like, what's the smoke for? I don't even know you. This is literally our first time meeting. So Erica starts saying how Kimbella is a slut. She's this, she's that. She's not that type of girl. Then Kimbella throws the infamous freaking glass at Erica. They both throw stuff at each other. They get up and they hold each other. They literally grab a hold onto each other. Okay? Girl, that fight was so crazy. First of all, let's go back to that fight. Y'all remember? First of all, because I gotta go back to that fight. That fight was everything, girl. First of all, should I do it? Because I might get copyrighted. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Because if I do play it, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna get pulled down. I'm not gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. But Yandy's a messy girl. Yeah, Yandy's a messy girl. Like I believe it 100% because Yandy's a messy bitch. She's definitely messy, and that's why her and Kimbella is no longer friends because Yandy's been shicey from the very get-go. And you call yourself. And first of all, do y'all remember even after the fight? First of all, did y'all First of all, I love that infamous fight. It made me such a big fan of Kimbella because she literally shut that bitch down. Like, this is literally after Kimbella got slapped by Chrissy. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when Kimbella got popped by Chrissy? Like, Chrissy snuck the fuck out of Kimbella. Y'all remember that was the first episode. Then the next episode, she's getting into another squabble with Erica Mena. Kimbella they would not let up on Kimbella. Kimbella got in 2 fights in 2 freaking episodes. I remember that. And it always like crazy. I remember they latched onto each other. They both fell over. And all I remember is that Erica walked away with a split eye. Like I think Erica's eye was split. Like she had a cut on her eye. And when I tell you Erica was so pissed that her face was damaged, she went back to try to beat Kimbella's ass. And y'all remember Tiara Marie was there as well. Tiara Marie was there. She had Kimbella, told Kimbella, let's go, girl. Look at your dress. You know, when I tell you they held poor Kimbella off of that floor because I promise you they latch onto each other's hair. They would not let go. I remember that. That shit was so funny. That fight was so funny, and I was so proud of Kimbella because Kimbella fought back because she did not have a chance to fight back with Chrissy because Chrissy literally snuck that bitch. Snuck her. And then, girl, here you go. This another pretty bitch is trying to sock it to Kimbella. Kimbella was like, you know what? I'm tired of getting my ass handed to me. You are not, like, y'all bitches are not going to bully me today. And Kimbella stood up for herself, and I love that for her. Shout out to Kimbella. Shout out to Kimbella. Shout out to Yandy.
You gotta remember, they literally just called me. I flew to New York to meet. Like, this is 1 season of Love and Hip Hop. We got basketballs already. So I'm over here thinking this is like the new way of.
Carla's like, I never liked Yandy either. Yandy set Kimbella against Chrissy and Erica. Yup. Like, it's so crazy. Like, Yandy was the op from the very beginning. Like Yandy was never Kimbella friend from the very get-go. Like, she literally set the fuck up out of Kimbella. She was never for Kimbella. And it took seasons later. It took season 10 for Kimbella to realize that Yandy was never her friend. It literally took the last season of Love and Hip Hop New York for Kimbella to realize that girl was never her friend. And I love that for Kimbella. I think it was episode 9 or 10, I believe. I don't know which one, but yeah.
Wrestling, but not actual cheers. You know, just go at it, whatever, say what you say, and go about your way. So when I came at her aggressively, I just thought,
That's what you do.
this is my character. I got me a little, you know, like. Because in real time.
So what you're saying, Erica, you did not expect for you. First of all, Erica, the words that you were spewing against Kimbella was so like low and down to the gutter. Like it was like, girl, you was trying to really assassinate her character. Like, why didn't you expect for her to no longer, like, you were talking cash money-ish. Kimbella was like, you know what? A girl just hit me in the face, snuck me. I was on the ground. She stomped me into the ground. I got up and was like, I'm still pretty, and went on about my day. Whereas you coming up in my face, I don't even know who you are, girl. You started talking shit to me, and girl, you talk one too many cash shit, girl. I had to throw a drink at you. She threw a whole glass at you. Girl, she had to shut you up, girl. She just got beat up. Like, girl, what? You was mad rude to her. Like, the shit that Erica, yes. Erica was so rude to Kimbella. Like, this is your first time meeting her. Okay, we understand that Yandy literally said that this girl is talking cash shit about you. Y'all never met each other. Y'all probably seen each other in passing. But this is the first time y'all actually are talking to each other. Like, girl, like, and you was talking mad cash shit about her in her face. Like, girl, what are you talking about, Erica? You was like, oh, this is going to be fake. We're going to be wrestling, fake wrestling. Girl, please. If some bitch talk to me like that, bitch, you getting the motherfucking screwdriver to your fucking dome. What are you talking about? Girl, boo.
Honestly, between me, I don't think I would have gone at her that crazy.
So the thing is this. I want to go back a little bit. Number one, obviously, your goal is like, I'm the next J-Lo.
Yes.
Acting, movie,
yes.
I study acting, whatever.
And here I go, get a call randomly.
You got a random call. Yandy's in your ear telling you, before that, you're watching Basketball Wives. You love Evelyn. She's another Bronx girl, Spanish girl. You're like, okay, I like what she's doing. You then meet Yandy, Mona, the rest of the executives. Then you're in a scene. Yandy tells you, girl, blah, blah, blah. Got you all amped up. So then when you see Kimbella, you're like, oh, I guess this is what we do. So that's why you went so hard in the paint.
And honestly, I didn't really think I was. In the time of it, I'm just like, oh, you had a lot to say to.
Girl, like what? You didn't think you said all that? You didn't say you said all this? Girl, you drug her through the mud. Like, girl, you sensitive against her. Girl, like, boo. Girl, boo.
I'm here now kind of thing. Like, what's up? Now, mind you, I've seen Kimbella at that time in passing because of what we do in music videos and things of that nature and things of, so like, I knew of her, but not to go at her for no reason. But in TV world, me sitting down, it was perfect. There was no backstory to that because no one saw what Yandy was telling me. Obviously, that was off camera. I didn't know how that shit worked. So I just went in there like, oh, this bitch been talking shit about me. I'm gonna check her. Not the smartest crayon, obviously, in that moment because I didn't know what I was doing.
So y'all were tussling. Did you?
That part was obviously real.
No, not that wasn't real, but like, did you? So
I was like, oh shit, this is wrestling, all right.
You didn't get to that. So y'all, I remember, listen, I'm a fan of the show. I remember it was like this. It was like, hey.
It was so funny the way you describing it. Because that's what they did, y'all. They literally latched onto each other. Girl, I gotta show y'all. Like, I'm not gonna play it. I am not gonna play it. Erica versus Kimbella, girl. Girl, that was a tea. That was so tea. Girl, y'all remember? Wait, hold on. Wait, where is it? Girl, where is it? Girl, y'all remember? Girl, tea. It was so tea. Like, girl, like, look at this, y'all. Like, look, like, it was so tea. Like, girl, they was latching on to each other. Look at this, y'all. Like what? Like, girl, they would not let go. They would not let go. It took forever for them to unlatch each other. Like, Kimbella was literally on the floor. Like, she literally got, like, first of all, they both got each other's hair in their hand. This is Erica. This is Kimbella. Literally, Erica is literally over the beach chair. This is the beach. First of all, this is the beach chair. They literally had, like, Kimbella literally had this girl yanked over a beach chair. And also, Erica got her yanked too. My girl. It was so bad. It was so bad, y'all. Like, it was, girl, y'all see Tierra Marie? Tierra Marie, this is Mona Scott, I feel like. Or Stephanie. Like, wait, hold on. Where's Kimbella? Kimbella got some blood on her face, you know. Look at, y'all remember that? Girl. And y'all remember, like, her, I think it was her eye. Her eye got split. They said her eye was split or something. Like, she has a gash on her eye or whatever. She was like, my face is okay, right? Is my face okay? She literally was talking to Stephanie like, girl, like, is my face okay? Is my face okay? Stephanie was like, girl, your face got a gash on it, girl. Your eye was gashed. And she was like, really, my face? When I tell you, soon as Gail said, girl, your eye was gashed, baby, you couldn't tell nothing to Erica. Erica was on fire. She wanted to get her lick back. Oh my God, that was so tea. Oh my God, yes. Erica dogged Kimbella. Like, yes. Yandy should have gotten a beat down from Chrissy. Yep. First of all, I feel like Erica should beat Yandy up. Erica should beat Yandy up for putting Erica in that situation. Kimbella should beat Yandy up for putting her in that situation with Erica. Like, I feel like Chrissy, Yandy, and Kimbella. I feel like Erica, Kimbella, Chrissy should all jump Yandy. And you know what? If you really want to get spicy, throw the baby mamas of Mendici in it too. So all of y'all could jump the hell out of Yandy. Beat her down. Because that was a master manipulator. She had y'all girls running for y'all checks.
And heel, and I thought you were like a green jumpsuit or
It was a horrible gold jumpsuit.
and
you know what was worse about it? It was not even, like, it made my ass look so flat and like it was just all wrong. But that's how you know, like, I didn't know what the was doing. I was just like, yo, I have an opportunity and I need to be present and make my presence known.
Well, girl, you did. So what happened after that fight?
So after that fight was backlash, and that's when I was like, oh shit, this ain't wrestling.
I'm assuming after that had a contract. Wait, bitch.
Just sign right here, honey. Just sign right here. Don't worry about it.
Is that your Mona Scott young boy?
Just sign right here. But I had to sign right here. In the van.
Not the white van.
The white van. Right after this fight happened.
How much was your per episode fee when you signed the contract?
Let's just put it like this. I wasn't even getting paid per episode. I was getting per diem and my expenses paid. Yeah. I was the guinea pig. Oh man, they saw me coming.
Wait, stop the presses.
They saw me coming. They saw a hungry young girl that came into the offices like, what's up? I'm ready. I'm this, I'm that. And just knew I.
What? So, Erica, you wasn't getting no money? So girl, you got your eye fucked up for no money? Erica, you got your eye split for no money? What I really want to know, was Kimbella getting paid to be on the season? Now we gotta talk to Kimbella. We really gotta talk to Kimbella, like, girl, because girl, Erica, if Kimbella was getting paid, girl, you stupid as hell.
Was hungry and devoted enough to be present without even having to talk about logistics and paperwork, needing a lawyer, nothing. They saw my ass coming. I could talk about it now because what, y'all fired me, right? Allegedly.
So you did not get paid a per episode fee. You got per diem because you weren't living in New York City. And legally, when you're working out of state, you at least got to get per diem. And that runs about $40 per day. And just so you guys know, per diem, when you're in the business, you get around 40 or 50 bucks per day. And that money is like, you know, buy snacks, buy food, water, gum. So you were making that?
Yeah.
Core Power helps you rise to a whole new level of recovery with 26 grams of protein.
Girl, I'm like Carlos. Girl, they literally put the battery in your motherfucking back to fight with this girl for no money? You literally got into a hair pulling contest. Okay? You literally got your shit yanked, baby. She literally gashed your eye, girl. You did all that for no money? Oh, wow, Erica. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm the mood is literally Carlos King right here. Like, look, I'm literally Carlos King. I'm Carlos King to the bullshit. I am Carlos King to the bullshit. Are you serious, Erica? Like, are you serious? You made no money from this show. Your first season? Girl, at least Real Housewives of Atlanta got something. 15,000, like, girl, they got something. Oh wow. Oh wow. Let's continue.
Yeah. And I was locked into that for some time. So they played me like an extra and was using me like a main character. It wasn't until I met Deanna years later. Because even after that, like, there was nothing, like, when I became cool enough with Rich and I, you know, he even tried to help me, you know, get a better contractual situation. And, you know, you just locked in, you have to wait it out. And then eventually, you know, you bring in numbers, people love you, then they. So yeah, I was a guinea pig for a lot of stuff. Because if you don't, I don't know if you remember, but they casted this woman that was saying that she was like my madam, I guess, my pimp at one point.
The white girl.
Yes.
Chrissy or something.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just feel like the fact that they allowed this woman to lie and say that I was a prostitute is complete defame. Like, you literally defamed my character for a storyline for someone that wasn't even credible, for a story that was fabricated and maliciously put together just so she can have a little spot on the show. And I had to deal with that. Like, people were really, like, and that was around the time I was dating or breaking up with Sin, and it's Rich and Sin were, you know, kind of in cahoots, and they were having conversations with this woman about me being a prostitute. And it's like, where is the proof of this? I've never, you know, so I feel like, and I'm not saying this because I want anybody to feel bad for me because I've been there, done that, but I definitely was used in the worst way when it comes to this franchise, where a lot of things weren't considered when it came to me. And that's why, you know, I've been misunderstood on this platform for so long. It's like, you had me on this platform coming.
Hey, girl, you steady came your motherfucking ass back. You came back every single time, and I understand, because if you don't come back to literally fulfill your obligations, you can get sued. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you could not show up for work. No, she could not just not show up for work. She would literally get sued if she cannot fulfill her contractual obligations. Like, Erica would have got sued. And the thing is, she was already making no money. So if she literally stopped showing up, or literally like, you know what, I'm not coming in, and not fulfill what she contractually signed, because no, like, first of all, and the fact that she didn't have no representation, like, she literally said that she literally like did everything herself. Like, Erica did not have no manager, nothing. All the opportunities that Erica had was through Erica. Erica literally talked to this person put her on. Like, she had no legal representation, nothing on, like, nobody talked on her behalf. That's so sad. They literally saw a fucking sweet little Bambi who was very feisty, was willing to do anything for TV, They definitely saw her coming. Oh, I feel so bad for her now. I like everybody could not feel sorry for her, but damn, I really feel sorry for her now. She did not have nothing. She had to listen, she had to put in groundwork. She had to really get it through the mud. She really had to get it through the mud. I feel so bad for her.
On this new girl, yeah, I started beef and whatever, but you clearly see I'm inspiring, I'm an inspiring artist or actress and this and the third, and you're just gonna allow this random woman that you feel is needed for the show with this fake story that's really not true, like saying that I'm and that's something.
And no shade, she was so unnecessary. Like that Chrissy person, let me just say, like, her storyline was so trash. Like she had the guy who was in Keisha Cole music video. I should have cheated. Like he was a part of her storyline. Like girl, both of y'all like go somewhere. Even though the dude was fine, y'all. Like the dude was fine, and I still want to fuck him.
That like middle America, which is most of our consumers and our watchers, they don't know the difference. You anything that's said on TV, people believe it. Anything that's said on blog, people believe it. So for a long time, I had to deal with people thinking I was at one point a prostitute, which was
People think your body count is very high. They think you slept a lot.
Who was crazy? It's Raul, DJ Envy, Rich, Sin. Damn, what came after Sin? Bow. What came after Bow? You. Came after Bow. Safaree, right?
Yeah.
No, Cliff.
Oh, Cliff. Yeah.
Safaree. Because I'm not afraid to be sexual.
Child, who the fuck is Cliff? Girl, who the fuck is Cliff? I don't remember Cliff. Give me 1 second. Stop sharing. Oh, why did I say stop sharing? Oh my god. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta see who this motherfucking Cliff person was. I forgot who Cliff was. Cliff. Was he cute? Erica, Mena, and who was he? Oh, it was. Oh, he was cute. I wonder what happened. Didn't he got murdered? Didn't he pass? Oh, yes. Yes, y'all. Y'all remember? Oh, this was Cliff. This was Cliff, y'all. If y'all do not remember him, let me. Ooh, child. That was it. Let me show y'all Cliff. Let me show y'all Cliff. Cliff was this. Wait, hold on. That was Cliff. Y'all remember Cliff? Do y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember, but I'm a remind y'all. Like, look, Cliff, her ex-boyfriend, yeah, passed. I think he got murdered or something. I remember he got murdered. Her boyfriend, I think she broke up with him before he got murdered. Like, she was already out of relationship with him, and he ended up getting murdered, which was very sad. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot she dated him. Okay, I remember. Yeah. All right, let's share this instead. Okay, let's keep it going.
First of all, I love talking about sex. It's one of my favorite subjects.
You're Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio. And I'm very. What did Wendy Williams said? I was sexually fluid. Is that a good way?
I think so. I'm a gay man, so yes, I think being sexually fluid is fine.
I go with and then that's the crazy thing too. To actually have sex with me, I have to be into you. Because when I have sex, honey, I have sex. So I want to be able to have my fun. If I'm going to waste my time, honey, I'm going to waste my time.
No shit. You know what? I agree with you, Erica, Mena. Girl, if I'm going to waste my time with you, it better be the best sex I can get out of you. Okay? Because if I can't bust my nut, you can't bust your nut either. Okay? Let's bust nuts together. You feel me? Okay? Pound me out. Take me to Pound Town. I'll take you to Pound Town. All right? Long with me, child. Let's do a flip-flop situation, girl. I love sex as well.
So for me, but at the same time, that being that, I don't mind flirting. I don't mind wearing what I want to wear. I am, like I said, I'm comfortable with talking about all subjects of sex.
Look your shit,
I'm
Erica.
also very open, spontaneous, and I'm vocal about all that. And as you guys have seen, I'm not afraid to love who I love. If it's a woman, I'm gonna love the out of her. If it's a man, I'm gonna love the out of him.
And also think, and I think prior to what Chrissy was saying on Love and Hip Hop,
you know what, y'all? I still want to see a freaking sex tape of her and Sin. I don't know. I've always when Sin first got on this, Sin first got introduced to us, and Sin was in a relationship. They were both in a relationship, and Erica literally tried so hard. Like, Erica tried so hard to get everybody to believe this situation. Like, she wanted everybody to respect Sin and respect this situation between her and Sin. Like, Sin was very, very young, and like, girl, like, I was like, girl, y'all both are sisters. Like, they literally look like twins and everything. Like, girl, like you was literally fucking your double ganger. Like, it was weird. Like, Sin, like, her and Sin was doing this press tour. Y'all remember the press tour with her and Sin? Like, Sin, she took Sin everywhere to do interviews about the show. Oh my God. I remember that day. Like, girl, Sin was her double ganger. And it was like, girl, she was trying so hard to get everybody to believe in their lesbian relationship. And it's like, girl, bye, girl. Okay, girl, you want to make love to yourself in the mirror. Like, girl, okay, girl. Like, instead of like pulling along this young, innocent girl into your motherfucking web of lies and your love of and your web of foolery, like, girl, you could have literally bought a mirror and made love to the mirror if you want to make love to yourself. Like, girl, what the hell? Like, girl, what?
obviously,
It was so
I feel like
tea.
your first scandal was people said you were a mistress in DJ Envy's marriage.
Yeah, because that came out right when I got on Love and Hip Hop. And we had just broken up because the wife found out, which I was totally.
You know what's so crazy, y'all? And I'm gonna be real. I remember this day, and I didn't know who the fuck Envy was talking about. I didn't know who DJ Envy was talking about because this was on the radio, and first of all, mind you, you can still play it on the you can still have it played on the radio, no, on YouTube. It's on YouTube. The situation with Erica Mena and the whole radio interview with DJ Envy calling his wife on the radio. He literally was on the radio. He literally phoned his wife on the radio station to tell her that he was cheating on her. And the wife was like, why are we doing this on the radio? Call me. Like, when I tell you Gia was so freaking flabbergasted that he was putting their business out on Front Street, like, Gia was so disgusted. Gia was so disgusted. She was like, first of all, can you call me back not like while you're not on air? Like, why are you putting our personal business out on Front Street for the public, for the millions of viewers on Breakfast Club, like, to hear? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? First of all, Gia, you could have left, girl, because now DJ Envy is in some hot girl. Gia could never get a break. All she wants to do is be a mother to her kids, have a beautiful life to where she never has to work. Girl, all she wants to do is drive her freaking multiple cars, put on her fabulous shoes, get her multiple Hermes bags. And now all of a sudden the feds is coming after your husband, girl, because he's a scam artist, girl. He was scamming the people's money down to the real estate office. Girl, Gia, run. Take you and the kids and run, girl. Take the money and run. Fuck GJ Envy, girl. You are pretty. You could get another dude. You are pretty. And first of all, Gia, another thing, this could be your exit because guess what? They looking for another housewife. First of all, did y'all know that they looking for another housewife for New Jersey? And I remember I have a video of the producers and the casting of Real Housewives of New Jersey. They said they are casting, they're in talks to cast Gia and Remy Ma. Cause guess what? Remy and DJ Envy are like cool, like they're cool, and she's cool with Gia. And like it's this whole like girl, I think it would be very tea, like in my opinion. But whatever. We're talking about Erica. But girl, I remember that girl. I was gagging, honey. I was gagging. I did not know it was Erica Mena, girl.
I knew about the kids. Mind you, I have a kid, but I have a big daddy.
Why did that's another thing, Carly. The reason, so I remember this too. The reason why Erica and Bow Wow broke up is because the mother of his kids did not like her. The mother of his kids, Joy and Erica was going back and forth on the internet. Joy did not like Erica being around her daughter. You know, her daughter Shy. First of all, can I just say this? Shout out to Joy and Shy, because you know, Joy, the dancer, she's a dancer and everything. She's on YouTube. I watch her YouTube channel. First of all, I love their family. I love the way Shy has grown up and really like doing her thing, her personality. It's just so dope. She's a very pretty young girl. Joy is so fucking gorgeous. Like I love Joy's YouTube channel. Like shout out to Joy. But yeah, the reason why they broke up is because of Joy. Joy did not like Erica. Erica was the reason why is because the Joy did not like Erica being around his daughter. So to de-escalate that, Bow Wow was like, I gotta break up with Erica because that's the mother of my child, and I really want a good relationship with my child. So if you're gonna hinder that by getting into it with my child's mother, I'm sorry, Erica, you leave me no choice. Like I can't do that. Yeah, so that's why they broke up. Just for FYI.
Common where we come from to have kids, but you're not married. You just got a baby mama or a baby daddy. So I knew about the kids, and it was always told to me as his kid's mother, never wife. And I didn't get that realization until I got the phone call.
From the wife?
From the wife.
She called you?
Mm-hmm. I bet they didn't say that on the radio.
His wife called you and said what?
Hi, this is Gia Casey. Is this Erica Mena? I said, yes. She was like, are you? And Rashawn. And I'm like, Rashawn? I'm like, who's this? His wife. And I remember this day because I was
child, not Gia, called Erica herself and told you like, hi, Erica. Is this Erica? And her, first of all, if y'all know, if y'all ever heard Gia talk, like she's really calm and collective. Like she don't really do the rah-rah. She's really classy and pristine. Like she really like want to get down to the nitty-gritty. She's not a hyphy girl. She's really like level-headed. She really knows how to like use her words. She's not angry. She's not one of those girls. So to hear her say that Gia called her and basically was like, girl, like, are you and my husband canoodling? Like what? Like that's tea, girl. First of all, Gia has some balls, girl. Like if you really want to know the tea, go straight to the source. Go to the lifting bag herself. Go to the lifting corporation if you want some tea. You know, go to the store. Go to the store itself. Like if you want the tea, girl. Yes, that's grown woman tea right there. Okay, let me go to the source. Hey, let's have a woman-to-woman conversation. Okay, Give me. I want to know this. Like, are you and my husband are seeing each other? Because I know for a fact that first of all, Envy's a stupid. Envy's stupid. Like he's a smart businessman, but I feel like he's a lot. Like he's a stupid cheater. Like he's so stupid. Like I bet he don't even know that he's literally like leaving trails of like infidelity like at the feet of his bed. Like I bet you like he don't even forget, like he be forgetting the number that he just got from Erica, like writing up like her number on a piece of paper, and he's taking his pants off, laying it on the bed, knowing damn well that Gia is going to collect his dirty clothes, and you know, and she's doing laundry, so she's literally she's going into the pockets and looking at this freaking number that this girl like the paper with the number on it, like, girl, what is this? So she literally is looking at the number, Erica's number on a piece of paper. So while you're literally at work, she's gonna call on her cell phone from an anonymous number and like, hi, is this Erica? Hi, my name is Gia. Have you and my husband Rashad having an affair? Wait, who is this? No, this is his wife, Gia. What? Like, girl, what? Girl, what? Shout out to Gia. Shout out to Gia for being a level-headed bitch, like a boss bitch. I love her.
I was in New York City with a friend of mine. It was her birthday, and Envy was DJing that night. So we were actually getting ready at a hotel for my friend's birthday to meet up with him, who's DJing in the city, to enjoy her birthday. That was like such. So coming out, okay, and then I just left King's father. This was my first relationship from that. And right away, he showered me with money, gifts, trips.
Envy did.
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
Through a mutual friend at a strip club called Jersey Girls. Yeah, he was a DJ every night. I was hosting that night. That's how we met.
And he approached you.
Well, a mutual friend.
Okay.
I saw him in the DJ, but I was like, damn, he's cute. And I told the girl that we're mutual friends with, and she's like, oh.
Girl, no shade, Erica. Even though Envy has denied it many, many times, I bet you money, Gia believes you. Gia believes you, girl. Because listen, women are women. Women is just not gonna not know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know, you don't know. And I feel like you come from New York, so you really don't have no time to lie. Because I feel like Erica Mena is like a really straight up bitch. So if she's meanie to come at you and say some shit, it like she literally means what she says. She does what she does, and that's it. That's, you know, she said what she said. And I think Erica is the type of person to stand on what the fuck she do is say. And I feel like Gia kind of knows that. It's kind of says that about Erica. Like, if she's gonna if she's gonna be that thought and cheat with a married man, knowing that this man is married, I feel like it wouldn't take any opportunity to like just come out with it. Like, about this time, she would literally like let it be known that yeah, she knew she was married. She knew he was married. And yes, I messed with him while he was married, and I didn't care. But I really do truly believe Erica did not know, because she has no reason to really lie. Like, she's not like it's not gonna serve her any like she's not gonna get no brownie points if she just admits it or don't admit it. Because she's still in a messed up situation, because you're literally messing with somebody who is married. Whether or not, you know or not, like, it's still all bad all around. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel.
Oh, that's my brother. Come here. And not even she told me he was married.
Did she know he was married?
I mean, Envy never walked around with rings or anything like that. You know what's the real key? I've actually partied with the whole Breakfast Club right before they got the actual Breakfast Club. It was like the lead up. Partied with all of them.
Charlotte, Mena,
and Angeli. Oh, girl, Angeli done had a few shots with the weirdo.
She called you a weirdo?
No, I'm calling her one.
Oh, you're hanging out with him. Some of the Breakfast Club
So,
people.
no. Let's go back.
Go ahead.
I call him. I literally, when she said his wife, I hung the call Envy, and he's panicking. Please, don't say nothing. I have to save half of everything. She's gonna try to take away everything from me. Please. I have to try to just don't say anything. Don't pick up no calls. So I'm over here. I've never been in this situation. Here's this man that's been doting over me, showering me. You know, I'm starting to fall for him. I spent a lot of time with him. Like this man done flew me and all my friends out to Miami. We were living our best life up and down New York City, holding hands. Like we were very public. Like, yeah, very public. Proudly.
And you like honestly, I believe all that. Like honestly, Envy is really that type of, is like, first of all, Envy always gave me that nerdy dude who was he wasn't the end all be all in school. Like he was a punk. Nobody respected his gangster. Like he wasn't the popular girl. Like he was a lame. Like everybody used to beat Envy up. Like Rashard used to get beat up every day. Like he was really a punk. Like everybody like punked Envy. Like Rashard was a punk in high school. Like until like he got, super up there. He started doing his DJ thing and he started getting noticed, and he started DJing for, every, rapper, and he's really making his name known in the music scene. And there's this opportunity for him to be on a national syndicated radio station. Now he's really up there. His money is about to be really long, stupid long. Guess what? I don't want to be a one-woman man. He already got kids. He got a wife. Listen, I'm gonna be in these streets and these clubs all hours of the night, getting home all hours of the night. Sometimes I don't even want to go home and hear these kids, crying and yelling and screaming, and my wife telling me, like, why are you not home yet? Where are you? I need help with the kids. I need help. He's like, listen, this is my escape. I'm going to be at a hotel. I'm with this girl. This girl. They're not even going to find out that I'm married. Nobody knows that I'm married. I got my little loved one hooked up in the crib. She's staying there. She's like my main. She's like my day one. Been with me when I didn't have nothing. But listen, now that I'm on, you know what? I wanna get into these streets. I want to see what the streets life is about. I want to indulge in the many women. I want to spend my money. Buy a couple of purses, buy a couple of jewelry and shoes and stuff. That's what it very much gave. No shade. It gave that. It definitely gave that. Definitely. Envy wanted his cake and eated too. He wanted his cake and eated too.
He, at the time, because
he was just a DJ at that time. He didn't have Breakfast Club. He was
Gotcha.
just landing the syndicated iHeart deal.
So you knew about that. So y'all have conversations.
I mean,
you thought this whole time he was your man.
I mean, yeah, he would be at home doing DJing for the radio, and I would be on on the phone watching him, and in his house. You hear the kids upstairs. So I didn't think anything of it until that point.
So how did it end?
It ended. Okay, so I called him, and he was insisting that I didn't say anything. And that night, I was thrown off. We didn't even meet up with him. A couple of days later, I'm getting blown up. Envy's on air, dogging you out.
What did he say about you on air?
Something to the fact of like how he cheated with someone that was beneath him. That whole stuff. Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, okay, so this is what he's doing. He's trying to say half of everything. I get it. But why run me through the mud when you knew I didn't know?
So in order to save his marriage, he had to diminish the relationship he had with you.
I wouldn't even think to diminish, because at that point it was like I was too scared to call him, and he wasn't calling me after that particular night that I got the phone. He's like, please don't say nothing, don't pick up. She never called me back after that. A couple of days passed. This fool is on radio trying to save half of everything. And at one point, I was just like, okay, I'm never going to speak to him again regardless. I don't care if he doesn't call me. So I was okay with us not being in communication, because I was like, married, like I got what I got. I could walk away, lesson learned. And that was my first real lesson. Like, oh, these men really be out here living double lives. Like, they have kids, but the kid's mother is their wife. That was the reality of like, oh, growing up, we don't really see marriages and stuff like that growing up. So it wasn't, I didn't think like, oh, the kid, is he married? He has kids. I'm just thinking, oh, he has a baby mama, because that was kind of my situation, ignorant thinking. But I didn't know any better at that time. Definitely didn't. This is my first industry relationship, technically. Real deal. First industry. Well, Raul too, but I mean like real forefront.
But this is different.
This is different. And he was able to shower me with gifts and stuff, which is, I never had that. So it was like a different embracement. I was loving it, and who wouldn't, you know? But then to get smacked with that reality, I was like, oh, okay, then. So when I didn't hear from him, I actually didn't even care either, you know, until the radio stuff happened. And that's when it was just like, wait. And then that's what set the tone for this narrative that I knew, and I went along with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's up, especially on his point, because it's like, you know, you having daughters yourself, you know, to dog me out the way you did just to save face. I mean, you could at least given me a decent heads up if you're going to go that low. But I mean, you listen to it, you can tell.
Yeah,
every word he used to kind of bring me down was his building block in desperation to try to fix his broken home.
Most definitely. Like if you like anybody who like dissect that.
I need to find a perfect gift.
Go to 1-800flowers.com and celebrate the people you love.
Wow. Oh, I hate these fucking these ads, child. Yeah, like I literally dissected. I was like, girl, he's literally like sorrowing, like he's like pouting, like he's in his puppy dog, like big wide eye puppy. Like he's sorry. Like when I tell you he was confessing his sorry, child, over the fucking radio station to his wife. Called his wife. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. 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 I was like, girl, why are we all listening to this, Envy? Like, why are we all listening to this? We did not know nothing about this. This was literally like, we did not know that this man was having an affair until he brought it onto air. Like, I still don't understand why Envy brought it to the air. Like I still don't understand. I'm so flabbergasted. Like, why did Envy bring it to the air? This was all happening behind the scenes. We did not know that Gia called Erica. And now you try to make it right by professing that you were a cheater and you cheated on your wife. Why did the world needed to know that you cheated on your wife? I feel like you low-key wanted to get back in your wife's graces because like you said to Erica, and as Erica recalled that you literally said, do not say anything because she's going to get half of everything if she divorced me. Because y'all didn't sign no prenup because my wife literally been with me since when I had nothing. So to right your wrong to, bad doggy, bad boy. You literally drag Erica trying to save your motherfucking marriage because you think that your wife is going to be so low where she literally divorces you and take everything from you. Like the house, the alimony, the cars, the everything. Like you will literally have nothing. You would have to pay for all of these 5 children that you currently have with her. Like, girl, first of all, G would have ate down. First of all, I feel like still to this day, Gia should literally divorce this bitch. Like, no shade. Take all her money. Take all her money. Hey, Tessa. Hey, Tessa, girl. Yes, take all her money. Take all of it. And listen, Gia, you can still leave. You can still get out while the getting's good, girl. They about to lock your husband up, girl. Run while you still can. Run, Gia, run. Run, Gia, run.
And I don't want to talk about it too much because it's safe to say they're still together. Mm-hmm. God bless them. And they have beautiful kids that are old enough. Yes. But I do feel like I am owed to clarify on my behalf this narrative that he was able to paint because he had the outlet he had.
He said, they moved on. I know.
I just feel like it's important.
The thing, this is your time to tell your story. And
girl, no shade. Erica, we don't care. I understand you. First of all, Erica, any Erica, this is where you always fuck up because anything that happens to DJ Envy's life, you be in the shade room commenting down on everything. I remember, what was it? I forgot what it was. He, DJ Envy got into it with some woman. I don't know what it is. I forgot what it is, y'all, but I remember DJ Envy. I remember Erica. I remember Erica was in the Shade Room comments commenting on the relationship with DJ Envy. And I'm like, why are you still going on and on about this man? This been years ago. Why are you still commenting on it? Like, you really put the spotlight on yourself, Erica. Like, I feel like nobody do not care, especially about DJ Envy. Like, I feel like nobody cares, Erica. Like, I promise you. Okay? You are not the first, and you're definitely not going to be the last girl to not know that the guy that you're like, you know, trying to date or trying to the guy that's trying to court you is married. Like, you're not going to be first, and you're definitely not going to be last. Like, girl, we don't care no more. But like, honestly, like, you running into the ground right now and doing interviews about it, girl, we don't care, bruh. Gia, like, literally, Gia do not talk about it. She do not. Like, first of all, we don't even hear Gia talk. First of all, Gia and Envy got their own podcast, and I don't even know how she talks. I have never heard Gia talk in my life. Like, honestly, like, the only time I heard her talk was on the radio, Envy calling her, but that's about it. Like, she's still so level-headed, but it's like, Gia don't even be in a spotlight like that. Like, girl, she don't care. Envy don't care. They don't even bring it up, girl. But every time Envy name is mentioned about some serial cheating shit, here you go in the Shade Room comments, commenting away. Like, girl, it was me, but when it was me, this and this and this, like, girl, nobody cares. Why are you in it? Shut up. Like, girl, what's, like, come on. Because Envy's a punk, period. Thank you, Carla. I am sometimes.
I think what you said is right. I know them too. They're great people. They stay together, and they told their story. And
they even wrote a book about it.
Yeah, and this is your story, and, it's not.
And I don't want to, you know, especially knowing that they have old enough kids, and just out of the respect for the fact that they made it through whatever they went through, you know. And obviously it was a dark time, you know, for him and her when I was unknowingly in this up scenario, you know. But I just want that narrative to please just kind of be cleared on my behalf.
Girl, in the age, like, Erica, you really need to understand, in the age of social media, everybody's going to run with a narrative, whether you believe it or not. Whether people believe it or not. If you clear, like, first of all, Erica, you could clear yourself 30 to 300 to 5 million times. People are still going to use your past against you, baby. Whether true or not. And you would just have to live with it. You would literally just have to live with people thinking that you are a Jezebel. You are a harlot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are a two-timing floozy. You're a homewrecker, girl. It's okay, girl. You would just have to understand that that's your reality, and it's okay. Girl, shut up.
Yeah, because it's like, it's not okay. Yeah. You know, and then, you know, when things happened with my marriage, it's like, oh, good for you, karma, because of what you did to that wife. And it's like, it might be karma, but not from that.
And being stuck with the narrative.
Yes, because, you know, it's unfortunate that the way that they did me on the radio is what set the tone. And Mona needed that Breakfast Club plug, so she wasn't going to allow me to tell my story in the sense of what was going on in real time on Love and Hip Hop. I've never been given that opportunity. They needed that Breakfast Club relationship so they could promote if they ever need to send somebody over there. Politics is everything. Because you know how many times I said, wait, this man literally is on radio saying X, Y, and Z. Like, I need to talk about this. You know, but it was never allowed to. I was never allowed to because of relationships. Wow. You know.
So a lot of people think Safaree tricked you because we did see you two meet for the first time. Well, allegedly.
Don't allegedly me.
Because on Scared Famous, this VH1 special, he was going hard in the paint for you. And you were sort of like, I'm good. And then
he was going hard before he even went on that show.
What was it about him that you just weren't instantly attracted to him?
I know. I just knew he was like this player. He reeked it. Like, you know, it's funny. The first time I actually was introduced to Safaree, he was with I wouldn't say a friend, but someone that I would see around LA and hang out every once in a while. Like, you know, you go on this party scene. You don't necessarily hang out with certain people when you're in a party environment. They're there too, so you kind of like turn up with these people. So anyway, he was with a girl that I knew of, and she introduced me. And right then and there, he's like, "You are so," in front of her. You are so damn. I didn't know you was this. And right then and there, I was like, oh, this is disrespectful. This man is literally.
Girl, why didn't you see the peep the sign? Girl, I would have never. Girl, that right there should have sealed it for you. But because, and you're going to get into it, but because he was persistent, and because you were lonely, first of all, you just got out of a situation with Bow Wow. You just got out of your situation with Bow Wow. And I bet you weren't lonely as shit. You wasn't dating nobody. You was single, you know, you was dipping and doing it. Then here comes Safaree. First of all, that right there should have opened your eyes and was like, you know what? I'm never gonna give this dude a chance because you're literally trying to hit on me in front of the girl that I know you're seeing. Like, girl, Erica, 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 3 is 6. 4 + 4 is 8. But girl, you giving very much. 2 + 3 is 16. 8 + 15 is 63, girl. We're like the math is not mathing. The red flags were there. You chose to ignore them because this man gave you attention that nobody ever gave you. This man court the fuck out of you, girl. Like, girl, we're gonna get into it, girl. Okay, let's get it.
Praising me on how beautiful I am right in front of this woman that he's actually with.
Red flag.
So I was just like, ew.
Definitely a red flag.
So what made you give in to him finally?
Only the new Sleep Number smart beds let you both sleep at your ideal level of comfort. Shop now at sleepnumber.com.
We're a community of over 22,000 doctors.
Tired of these.
It took a long time. A long time. This man had to go through my friends, family. Yeah, he definitely pulled out all the stops. Mm-hmm.
Girl, it gave stalker. It gave stalker. Girl, leave my friends out of this. Why are you trying to get to me through my friends? First of all, Erica, you should have filed the restraining order. But then you literally signed marriage license. You signed a marriage certificate, marriage license, everything. And look at your life now. Look at the decisions that you put on yourself. It all ties back to you. You made your decisions. Decisions that you put yourself in, girl. You did it to yourself. Child, now we're trying to save Amara's stupid ass. Amara dumbass is giving him a chance. She's stupid along right with you. First of all, why are you Hispanics are so stupid? We got you, Erica, who's Spanish, and then we have Amara La Negra. Her Spanish stupid pretty ass. Both of you stupid Hispanic pretty bitches. Both of you pretty females. Y'all do not see the red flags. Y'all was like, you know what? I'm first of all, y'all have stupid permanently imprinted in your motherfucking domes. Y'all so stupid. Let's keep it going.
He actually would speak to my friends, manager, certain family members more than me, because at that time it was like if he would text me, I would send him back an emoji or
definitely
not even reply at all. So he actually went after me, but not going through me. He went through people I knew that we were mutual friends of too. One of my friends went to high school with him. One of my really good friends at the time went to high school. So it was like kind of like he found his way, but it took a long time. I would say easy 3 years.
3 years he courted you?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, it gave very much stalker vibes. Like he waited. He was outside your door in the bushes. He knew where you worked. He knew where you partied. He knew your friends. He knew your car. First of all, it's giving psycho. It's giving murderer, psycho killer. Like literally, like Safaree is a like egomaniac. Like he's a psycho. Like I would literally categorize that as a psycho. That is not cute. That is not cute. Girl, I would have been like, girl, you didn't peep the signs that this nigga's a psycho killer? He literally, like, he preyed on you, baby. He preyed on you. He smelled blood. He smelled fresh vagina. He smelled fresh tampon water, girl. He saw you first of all, he saw you coming just like how the producers of Love and Hip Hop saw your dumb ass coming and paid you $40 to $50 per diem. It was like, girl, you haven't elevated, you haven't smartened up. Like, Erica, you have yet, like, it's like you were born stupid. Like, it was like you haven't smartened up in all these years. You went, like, you literally, all these predators, like, came for you and saw you coming because you had your eyes open and was, like, so gleeful and so imaginative. You was like, I'm gonna be on TV and I'll do whatever it takes. And now you're literally, all you get is $40 and a stick of bubble gum, bitch, and some Lay's potato chips. And then now, Safaree, your eyes is gleeful because this person is courting you and excited that you're around him. He's going through your family. He's going through your friends. He's watching your every move. Girl, you thought it was so sexy and cute that you waited to deal with him for 3 years, and you thought that was like so sweet because, girl, we're gonna get into it, girl. Erica, girl, you have not smartened up in all the years, and you still stuck on stupid. Girl, you have not yet learned. You are still that stupid young little girl. When will the light bulb in your head go off? Like, you literally are a deer in headlights, girl. Like, you literally said, you literally have a poster sign on you that says, take advantage of me. You have a post-it note on your head that says, take advantage of me. Everybody see you coming, Erica, and you are so easy to read, baby. Oh, God. Ooh.
Scared Famous helped.
Wow.
Helped him a lot.
Because you saw him differently.
That and because how hard he went. Because at first, you even see on the show, I thought it was just that was his tactic to win. Yeah. Because I was definitely a competitor. I was not trying to lose. So I thought that was his tactic to soften me up in this, that, and third. But when I died on the show, the producer was like, Safaree is so depressed the last day, but I guess he really likes you. So, and then it was just not right to send me home. They brought me back from the dead. And boy, was that man happier than I don't know what. And I was like, oh, that was the first for me. Like, oh, he actually was like, he like picked me up, spun me around. Like, this man was genuinely, everybody ran when I got out of the grave.
I'm not gonna lie, we always like that. We was like, damn, like, he's really going hard for Erica. And we always on the timeline like, Erica, give him a chance. Like, he has seen his, we didn't know this about Safaree. Like, we did not know that Safaree was so fucking weird. Like, now we feel like Safaree is so freaking weird. Like, it was like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, we did not know Safaree. Like, we all thought Safaree was kind of lame, kind of like corny. He was like, all he was a skinny Jamaican man with a big dick. Like, that's about it. Like, all he is a dancing Batiman with a big dick. That's it.
He was like, Erica! And I was like, oh.
He really likes me.
Yeah.
He really likes me.
And then, but what's crazy? I did everything in my power for him not to.
And I was surprised you were with Safaree because one thing I know about relationships, when you are this huge personality, the face of the show, all these things, typically women like you and men, we don't date somebody who also is into the spotlight like that. Mm. We tend to date the reserved guy, and he also loves the spotlight, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was always curious if there was competition in your marriage.
That's so funny because I wish I could. I'm only on year 3, by the way, of parallel parenting with this person. So, and now that I'm
co-parenting, you call it parallel
parenting,
meaning it's like
sometimes we fit into the sparking space and sometimes we don't.
Okay.
And just we're not always on the same page.
Yeah.
So
I like that. Well, not for her, but it's cool that they got a name to it.
But it's only year 3 and we're not even close to 5.
What's the competition?
Yeah. I felt like that. That's all I'll say without getting into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the one thing I know too, which I do respect, by the way, at the end of the day, he is the father of your very small children, and you want to be very respectful to that.
Safe to say, us being my whole heartbreak and the way I was dog walked by him has been viral for like the last 2.5 years. I know the world is sick of talking about us because I'm sick.
Of course we are. Oh, girl. Should we look at the way he did you? Let's go back. Let's go back, sweetie. Because then we have to really go back and really look at how he did you. Okay? Like, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Erica. I'm going to girl, the way he did you, girl, let's go back. Okay, there we go. Okay. Erica, this is how he did you. Where was that at? Where was that at? Okay. Where was you at? Because girl, you did not look like yourself, sweetie. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because we're gonna girl, it's the fat girl. No, she was at the reunion. Okay. Reunion. Love and Hip Hop reunion. Because I remember Love and Hip Hop reunion. We gotta go to that picture, y'all. I'm going to that picture of Erica Mena in the reunion. Because she looked, girl, you could tell that she went through it. Where was it at? Where was that picture at? I gotta get that picture. Where is that picture? Ooh, that picture. Okay, I think this was it. Was this it? Yes, this picture. This freaking picture. Let me give it to y'all. This picture. Y'all see this picture? Girl. Erica, this was you, baby. You went from this. And this, I think this was season 3 or season 4. I feel like this was season 4 or 3. I feel like. I don't know. But girl, look at the difference. Look at the difference, baby. I'm really not laughing. But baby, he took you through hell. He took you through Satan's asshole. Like, you went through hell and back, girl. It's like Satan and him ran a train on you. And this was the outcome. Satan himself and Safaree ran a train on you, baby. And that this picture, this was the aftermath of that train that was ran on you, baby. You look disheveled. You look out of breath. You was in a sunken place. I felt so bad for Erica. I felt super bad for her. This was your life. This was your life. And wow. Like, and honestly, I feel like you finally got back to yourself. Like, I feel like you pulled yourself together a little bit, you know? But let's keep it going. We still got more.
Of having to. So, and now that I'm no longer getting paid, I do want to be selective in what I say because I feel like enough is already out there. The world has witnessed a lot. And regardless to what, now we still have these kids. And I don't know if we'll ever genuinely get to a place where we're like on the same page about our children and how we're going to raise them and what his priorities should be when it comes to them. But I do want to manifest that.
My last question with that is, do you feel like he love bombed you?
I was in the hospital before even the baby came, trying to prevent the baby from coming. And I was a wife, pregnant, on bed rest. The only person I saw was Dr. Jackie and nurses while I was on bed rest. And, you know, pregnancy and child labor is one of the most dangerous things a woman could experience. My life was on the line. Our child was on the line. And nothing was on the line for him. Just that trip to Jamaica, which we all saw. He had a great time. And
love bombed you? What is love bomb? You know what? Let's look it up together. Let's talk wild. Let's look it up together. So this is the love. This is a teachable moment. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Okay. Let's do our research. Okay. Let's do our research. I feel like we could do our research. Okay. Love bombing. Love bomb. Okay. Love bomb. What's love bombing means? Oh, there we go. So love bomb. This is love bomb. Okay. Love bombing is a type of emotional abuse where someone uses grand gestures to manipulate another person. A love bomber may bomb you with gifts, compliments, and affection, but these actions are not done out of kindness. That is love bombing. Yeah, honestly, wow, no problem. Honestly, I did not know what it is either. So I'm glad that we both know what it means now. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
Answer that as far as what they feel. But I definitely feel now that I know better, he never really genuinely loved me. For the moment, I was convenient for him. And it was beneficial for him. Whatever it was in that moment that he benefited from, which, because rates went up and offers came through, So there's definitely a big benefit.
What kind of offers? Like, he was already on different franchises. He came from, like, didn't he come from, like, what? He first got on Love and Hip Hop on Hollywood. Okay. He first got on Hollywood. Then it came New York because he got with you. And then both of y'all moved to New York, to Atlanta, because both of y'all wanted to move to Atlanta. And y'all got on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And now in Atlanta, y'all broke up. Now he goes to Miami and goes and get with another chick from Miami, which is the other stupid Latina, and try to love bomb her. See, first of all, Safaree needs to be stopped. Safaree needs to be stopped. I need all of you stupid girls on Love and Hip Hop to not deal with Safaree. He is guilty of love bombing. He is out there spreading his love bomb, and he's willing to shower you with all these gifts, okay, and affection, but he's not out to treat you with kindness. He is here to impregnate you, take you through hell. Okay, listen, do not be this girl, okay? Listen, Amara La Negra, this will be your future if you keep dealing with Safaree. Hold on. This will be your future. Okay? This will be your future, Amara La Negra. This will be your future. Safaree needs to be stopped. He is on a love bombing attack. Please call in all you dumb Latinas. All of you dumb Latinas. I need y'all to literally prepare yourself. Okay? I need you to literally look out for Safaree. He is out there love bombing you girls. He do not care for you. He will prey on your downfall, okay? You may think he's courting you and make you feel like the only girl in the world, but trust me, you are not. You are another chess piece in his game. You are another toy in his basket. Beware of Safaree's love bomb. Child, it's fake to her. It's fake in her eyes, but the people that who know her is like, no, it's not fake, girl. You're literally out there. And the only reason why Amara said it was fake is because she didn't want to get the dragging. It's actually real. She's actually seeing Safaree. Like Amara La Negra loves the comments. She be in the comments. She literally watches what people say about her. She's not helpful to the situation. Like, I'll say that.
You know, especially in the way life leveled up and the way he was living from when I met him, how he was living to how he was living when he got me. Yeah, I don't think he genuinely really loved me. Now that I know better.
I mean, now you know, but I wish you would have saw the signs, stupid.
And this will be my first time actually saying that. I'm actually okay with it finally. For a long time, I wasn't. That relationship sucked life out of me.
Yeah, he did, girl. Like, look at you, girl. Like, he literally destroyed you, girl. Wait, go back. He literally... Girl, move up.
Do you think you'd be happier as a boy?
And this will be my first time actually saying that. I'm actually okay with it finally. For a long time, I wasn't. That relationship sucked life out of me.
Yeah, that relationship sunk the life out of you, girl. We had the pictures to prove it, girl. We had the pictures to prove it. Look at you, full of life. And look, this is before Safaree. This is after. This is literally after Safaree, girl. Ooh, child, I should not be laughing, but girl, I'm so glad you You see the light, girl. I'm so glad you see the light.
I'm married for forever. I'm married with the intention to be led, protected. Um, I'm married thinking he had the mental capacity to lead us as a family and build us as one vessel. And honestly, I think that's really where I lost him. I lost him when we had to do real life. When it was like, okay, there's no more roses all over the place. We're not surrounded by fairy tale. Life is happening now. God is testing our union, our capabilities.
It's sad that she's come to that realization that he didn't like the real life. He wanted the fairy tale. He wanted to be in this imaginary bubble that he has created for him and her. And when she bursted and tell him, no, come back to reality. You got kids, you got 2 kids, you know. Listen, I remember when she told him that she's pregnant with another like his child. When she got pregnant for the second time, and he was so upset that she was pregnant with the second child like that. Oh wow. I'm still gagging at Safaree reaction towards your his wife being pregnant with his second child. Like the life was life, and Safaree wanted no parts of that life. And that's sad.
When life started to happen and he has to be responsible for someone other than himself, when he has to think for someone other than himself, when he has to make moves out of respect for someone other than themselves, that's when I lost him. It took me a long time to be honest that I put so much responsibility on him when we got married. Just because of my life, I've been having to do it all by myself. I finally thought half of my struggle, my everyday.
It's so fucking crazy that she has to apologize. Like, girl, what are you apologizing? Like, that's so weird to me. Like, y'all, Erica is literally apologizing for putting such pressure on him. Girl, he was the one who wanted to marry you. He was the one that had children by you. Who put his seed into you. Like, why are you apologizing for another grown-ass man decision? Okay? He courted you for 3 fucking years. He wanted to marry you. He wanted kids by you. And you are apologizing because you put so much on him? That motherfucker is a grown-ass man. The fact that you are apologizing for another grown-ass man decision is baffling towards me. Why are you apologizing, Erica? Like, what? Like, what is this world coming to?
Could be evened out with my partner. I'm not in this by myself anymore. You know, I don't have to protect myself. I have a man now. I can be submissive. I could be soft for the first time in my life. And I got too soft. And I let too much slide. I got too submissive. I let too much go for too long. And on top of putting these expectations that I thought would come hand in hand with a husband, it was just too much for him.
It was too much for him. Girl. I really have no words because it was too much for him. making excuses, saying that you put too much on him. That ain't no like, girl. What? That is a grown ass motherfucking man. Grown ass man with his grown ass decisions. And here you go, just making excuses after excuses and sorry that you put too much. Like, get the fuck out of my face, Erica. He was the one who put a ring on your finger, put babies in your motherfucking belly. Had babies brought into this world by you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You never apologize for another grown man fucking decisions. Like, ugh, gross.
And then a baby that he didn't want came, put the cherry on top. So, you know.
Living in New York means believing that a front yard is a state of mind. Start with.
I would give anything in the world to change how we end it and have it not be so bad. Because it's embarrassing to know that I finally gave this person a chance and I had this magical fairy tale wedding. And here I am present and ready to be the wife that I know I am very capable of being. And for it to all mean nothing when life isn't peaches and when life isn't, easy. And we got married, pandemic happened. So we made it through a lot together, considering very quickly in our marriage. But as things progressed and I expected him to do what a man's supposed to do, and when I, it got to a point, he was hurting me so bad, Carlos, that I didn't give a fuck. I was hurting so bad that I wanted to match. And I've said some ugly things to him. And even with that, I wish I could go back and change, just because at the end of the day, yeah, was I hurting bad? Was it called for? Probably. But at the same time, this man was my husband. And I should have never used my power to make someone that was, regardless of my husband, feel any less. Because messing with a man's, whatever ego they have, it's not an easy thing to come back from. But at the same time, I was pushed to the point of beyond hurt. A lot of it was public. The flaunting of women, not helping me financially with the kids, but spending all this money on random women that you're dating for the moment, and the torment, and the, even brought one on the show. And it was just like, I don't understand why I deserved it that bad. Because I love that man. Like, I would have done anything for him. Anything. I even sat up there and got us marriage counseling.
You paid for marriage counseling yourself?
Yeah, just to try to save us. Like, once I found out the baby was coming, and I knew he wasn't fond of that idea. I knew, like, I have to do something drastic to try to help us. And yeah.
Girl, the fact that your husband did not want another child with you. You paid money, hard-earned money, out of your pocket because your husband couldn't be a grown-ass adult and have a conversation with you. Erica, do you actually really know how that sounds? Okay, he preyed on you. He preyed on you. He saw a pretty Latina with this fiery, you're from New York, you're from the Bronx, you have this fight in you, you really come from the trenches, and all he wanted to do was shower you with love and affection and give you these pretty rose-colored, he wanted to put the rose-colored glasses over your eyes so you could just imagine what could be. And when life started life and you gagged because he didn't want the same thing no more, he woke up and said, I don't want this. I'm good. Okay, I'll take my daughter, but all of it is too much for me. I'm still out here dipping and doing it. I'm still, big dick Safaree, I still gotta soil you my royal oats. I still got to pork and pick. I still gotta pork every girl in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate, but child, you live and you learn. And now you got kids, and here you are sitting up here making excuses and saying your apologies, and you giving all these information that I'm like, girl. I want to pray for Erica. I want to pray for Erica. I want to pray for her.
But at that point,
She's
this
so.
was I was pregnant.
It's the fact that she has not learned. She has not matured. She just. It's like a woman in her age bracket should not be going through this situation. Like, it's like, girl, like, you really. Oh wow. Let's keep
Rest,
going, child.
then the baby comes, NICU, he's all over Jamaica. Like, I was just going through it. I was just in so much pain. It built up that, finally towards the end, I just was so ruthless with the things I said. But that was my breaking point, I find, because I was really holding my own. Like, even when he first did the whole post about divorce court with him outside the house and all that stuff, no matter how embarrassed I was, or I was really trying still. Because to me, it's like, reality TV or not, this is my husband. And Kurt gonna have 3 babies on Rashida and make it through. And we've also seen worse stuff, and people make it through, and I, yeah. So, I mean, it's, I'm finally okay with it not
working out.
I'm okay with it now. It took me a long time though, because it was like, damn. But my whole thing was like, how the hell was it so good and so bad? And why the hell did you go this hard for me just to end up doing me like this? That was the whole thing that that was making me sick. And then finally, one day I just had a moment with God, and I just asked him to like help me understand why I'm still caring enough, and then help me to not care anymore. The realization of like, you care so much, another person cares nothing. When you have to face that head on, it hurts. It hurt me so much. It sucked the life out.
And you know what's so crazy, y'all, is that I understand what she is going through. Like, if y'all don't know that, my first relationship, somebody quit on me. Like, my ex quit on me. Like, literally quit the relationship. Like, he wanted the relationship with me. Like, I like, I think I backed out of the relationship. I didn't think I was like relationship material. But he was like, we should try it. Like, we should try to be like, I really love you. Like, I really want to be with you. I think that we can do this and everything. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I was like, can we just like, just go on let's go on dates. Let's see how it is. And it wasn't until like I saw the ambition in him and what he could be, and I ignored all the other red flags, because I could literally put this back on myself. Like, people really do ignore the red flags, but there's coming point, and this is literally my first relationship. So Erica's a different story, because you had many other red flags before Safaree. You could have literally leveled up and literally thought and literally had a brain. Like, a light bulb should have went off. Like, girl, this is not gonna end well for you. It's not gonna end well. And the one that the situation that you recall is him flirting with you and wanting to be with you while he had a girlfriend on the side of him. And you literally called it out. Was like, gross. Like, girl, that was a red flag. Like, you didn't, like, you still mess with him because he pronounced his love for you on a show. Like, girl, what? But it's like, my feelings, and going back to like, why did you want me? Why did you want to be in a relationship if you not going to want to work on it? Like, let's work through it instead of quitting on it. Like, don't don't get me high and then try to talk shit to me and bring my high down. Like, don't mess up my motherfucking high. Like, you're like, motherfuckers will literally mess up your high, and it's like you're on a high and you just want to mess it up. And you're trying to understand why the fuck are you messing up my high for? It was unnecessary for you to mess up my high. Like, why? And for her to come to the realization like she's okay with it now, is like, that has to take some years because you're still trying to rationalize it in your mind. Like, what the fuck happened? And I get where she's coming from. I get where she's coming from because I had to do it in my my last relationship, and that was my first.
I mean, I was on that reunion stage, a bag of bones and a chunky Giuseppe heel. Yeah.
Listen, the elephant in the room is the monkey comment spice.
You know what's crazy, Carlos?
Hey, Raindrops, tune in.
Okay, so y'all, that was the end of it. Let me stop sharing this. Yeah, like I feel what this episode gave is read the room. Like, stop ignoring the red flags. Stop ignoring red flags. You know, you literally got preyed upon. You got preyed upon. You still haven't matured. Like, if you really look at the story, if you really look at part one, Erica, you haven't matured. How old is Erica? Let's go to Erica's thing. How old is Erica? Because I don't really know how old she is. Let's go to her. Okay, Erica is how old? 30. She's 35. Erica is 35 years old. Okay, I'm 31, about to be 32 this year. Erica is 35. She's in her mid 30s. Erica, you've been through an abusive relationship. You've been through hell and back. Okay, your childhood with you getting touched at the foster care, at a foster care. You was in an abusive relationship with your first baby father. You've been in you was publicly humiliated on the air by another wife's husband, by somebody else's husband. You got dogged on national television by Rich. Then you go into the next situation with Bow Wow. And I already said the reason why you and Bow Wow didn't work out because you was disrespecting the mother of his children. You kept disrespecting, so Bow Wow had to cut you from the team. Then after Bow Wow, you got with somebody who was not even on TV. Then you break up with that man. That man ended up getting killed after that. And then you got into it with Safaree. It's like every relationship is like, Erica, you kept getting smacked across the face. Like, if y'all really go down Erica's track record in relationships, she got smacked across the face each and every time. I think the only time she could have had a chance was with Bow Wow, because the real reason why they broke up is because of the fact that she was getting into it with Joy. Joy was was Bow Wow's first baby mother. She is literally the mother of his oldest daughter, of his firstborn, which is Shy. You got into it with that baby's mother. That's why you had to go. And so far down, you kept making mistakes. You haven't matured. You haven't matured. You haven't leveled up in your thinking skills and your assessment. You kept making stupid choices after stupid choices after stupid choices after stupid choices. The red flags were there. You chose to ignore them. And then you tried to make us feel sorry for you because you tried to paint the picture like, damn, you didn't really have love. You didn't really have a starter kit. Like you didn't really have something to go off on. You didn't really have like a a rule book or a playbook to go off of, and like the picture perfect relationship and what you should look for in a relationship. But still, like if you had a rule book or a playbook in front of you, you wouldn't even look at it because you so wrapped up in Erica, you really just ignore the red flags and you just chose to do what you want to do. And then in choosing what you want to do, you kept getting slapped across the face by these men who used you. You got used by DJ Envy. You got used by Rich. You got used by Safaree. You kept getting used, and you got used, but you got used professionally. You got used professionally, girl. They paid you $50 in a stick of bubble gum with some Lay's potato chips on the side, and gave you a $30 bus token or a $20 Metro card and said, go on your way. You didn't have enough to put a down payment on a car. Okay? You only had money, like the little money you had was to have that car delivered the DoorDash. Like that's it. But yeah, y'all, that's all. That was an interesting play-by-play. Thank everybody for coming in and dissecting it and putting in your comments and interacting with me. We're gonna stay tuned for the part 2 of the Erica Mena and Carlos King interview. Thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Aaron Wiles Out TV, and I will see y'all in another video. Okay, follow all of my social medias in the description below, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye, y'all. Mwah.